I could be up all night, but I'm paralyzed when the creature comes alive. 'Cause it's fight or fright in the full moonlight. You can run, but you can't hide. I can be honest, I can be human. I can become the silver bullet in your head. But no one can break my heart like I can.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's Championship!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to TakeOver Bad Blood. The stakes are high, and they're only going to keep getting higher. We kick off with a giant match here tonight at TakeOver Bad Blood. You cannot miss it. It is for the Velocity Women's Championship. The #1 contender, Cat Easley, will be going head-to-head with Nevaeh Lee Hanna. How many times has Nevaeh Lee Hanna seen this story? In fact, how many times have we all seen this story? Somebody big, somebody has some potential to finally dethrone Nevaeh Lee Hanna, right? And then when the time comes, they're just about to do it, but Nevaeh just barely finds a way to get the better of the person or find a way out of that loss. We've seen it over and over again with dozens of competitors. We've seen it with Sadie Blood, Angelica Lopez, Ronda Rousey. We've seen it with people even like Danielle Garcia. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on. And I probably could name about 10 more if I wanted to. But point is, it doesn't really matter who it is. They are going to fall to Nevaeh Lee Hanna in some way, whether it be controversial, whether it be clean, whether it be dominant, whether it be as close as the skin of your teeth. It will happen. And is that going to be the same story here tonight with Cat Easley, her first ever Velocity Women's Championship match in her career? She's had a few other title matches against Mel Young back in year 2 for the TakeOver Women's Championship, but that was a different story compared to Nevaeh Lee Hanna here at TakeOver Bad Blood. Of course, this is Cat Easley's hometown. She is here. Well, obviously, he's at home. He's finally back. And this is an opportunity for one of the best moments of the year, possibly ever, as you see this reign come to an end right here in Rapid City, South Dakota, the place where Cat Easley was born and raised. Nevaeh Lee Hanna is in Cat Easley's home turf. Nevaeh Lee Hanna is in an aggressive crowd. The crowd is going to be against Nevaeh at all times. And if they already weren't against Nevaeh before, they are now. Not a doubt in my mind. But of course, Nevaeh Lee Hanna is going to be a huge hurdle to Cat Easley. Definitely the biggest challenge of Cat's career. Cat has done a lot of things, especially this year. Taking down Carly Sam for good, taking down Mel Young, doing all the things she had to do to get back onto the right track. Finally proving herself to be a top star.
Introducing
Can
the
she overcome this
from Rapid City, South Dakota. And her opponent from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. She is the Women's Champion, Lee Hanna.
Nevaeh Lee Hanna not afraid of Cat Easley's hometown. It's not very often that we get this kind of matchup. A very big championship matchup at a pay-per-view in your hometown. That does not happen very often in this company. This is one of the very rare occasions, one of the very first occasions, at least in a long time, that we've seen a situation like this. Can Cat Easley capture and dethrone Nevaeh Lee Hanna in her hometown? Nevaeh Lee Hanna has been the champion for as long as I can remember, as long as anybody can remember. Her reign does not seem to be coming to an end anytime soon, but only this match will tell. Cat Easley seems to think differently, especially in their interaction before this match, and we go underway. The strikes begin. Easley is going to knock him down first. Gonna give a challenge to Lee Hanna, and look at Easley. A challenge directly to the champion. Kick to the face and in the knee. Easley gonna definitely test the champion in this matchup. Nevaeh pinch. She's looking to watch the 2-1-2 for a lariat. Counted by Easley already in this matchup. From behind, Dragon Deadlift! Down to the floor, hook to his arm, and for the third time in a row, Easley plants the champion. Nevaeh Lee Hanna had hit 270 days as champion by this point. trying to continue her reign by now, and he has been, he has been unpinned for near 400 days at this point, at this moment. That is how long the man has held the championship and how long he continues to keep going. Probably shooting for the 500-day mark. Off the rope easily, another time taking down Lee Hanna. Easily over and over, proving a work in this match, and the man's going to go right now. He is not going to go down that easily. Not a damn chance in the world. He has been the best champion in this company for a reason. Off the rope, America to the back of the head. Easily trying to get back up, but she gets lost. Bailey Hanna trying to make it in the open up the fly easy though. Go right back. This is going to be a war. I can already tell. Oh! The man trying to roll out of the ring easily was ready. Biggest match of Cat's career, could end up being one of the hardest title defenses in the man's career too. Right up on the outside of the ring. We know one of the man's toughest challenges came with Sadie Blood. It came with Katie Bell. The man was able to get the win over the both of them eventually. Granted, they were a little controversial at times, but the point still stands. Trying to grab on the outside, Cat easy though. Kneeling jawbreaker right back the other way. Oh! Ground and pound on the champion on the outside of the ring. This is spilling out near an announce table. Not a safe place to be doing it. Easy one. Oh no! But the champion brings her back down to reality. Annihilation so far. Taking her right back into the ring. Rhea follows after, looks for a grapple. Easily gonna say no. Puts T in her home turf. Use the lack of easily. Either the pressure is on or the momentum is high, or a little bit of both. Nevaeh with Cat easily up in a red position. Muscle down to the floor. Look at that from Nevaeh. Continuing on once more. Has her up. Fisherman Buster to the ground. Easily gets covered. Off the ropes now. Drops it to the head. Nevaeh comes in and coming up the side rope. Back at the leg. Nevaeh. This is what she does best. Continuing to batter her opponents and return, but easily it's a different story. Takes her down, locked in the inverted sharpshooter out of nowhere. Hard confinement. Cat easily out of completely nowhere, catching the champion off guard. A great technician in Cat easily. This is how you have to wear down the chair. This is how you have to knock her out of them hard. Quick on life. Randy had a run through for a beauty. He said no. Right through and across his forearm. Right across the head. Nevaeh on the outside of the ring. Cat easily setting up again. Could just be a bad time for Nevaeh. Yes, and forearm flying over the rope. Cat easily is going to make it her goal to give the man a toughest challenge of his career. And she's also going to make it her goal to compete the champion who's never been beaten before. Nevaeh has been unpinned almost her whole entire career. The only time she was pinned was at the beginning of year one, the first few weeks of the Velocity. And she wasn't even the dominant force that she is now. She was kind of just not even Nevaeh. I mean, you go back and look at the old Nevaeh, it was nothing like her. So you could almost argue that entire career, Nevaeh has never been pinned clean. Never been tapped out, obviously. Never had a clean pinfall loss. That is one of the most impressive and terrifying feats of all time. And that's what Cat easily has to overcome here tonight. All the odds are against her. Even in her home city, Nevaeh has been blocking a damper in this match, and she wants to do the same thing either way. Cat easily goes back through a cross leg. To the floor, Mitchell Local driver. Cat easily, what a move to put Nevaeh hit him back on the back burner. What exactly is Cat easily going to do now? Heading to the very top rope, could easily be looking for it. Not quite. Nevaeh trying to muscle back to her feet just in time. Easy to push up top. Not wasting any time. Comes off. Look for a senton. Nevaeh had it scouted. Up the rope. Boom! Like a 20-ton truck. Crashing through Cat easily. There's a boot as well. Easily trying to crawl to the corner. Wants to stay away for as long as she can. Pulls out in the corner. Bounces off again. Easily gets off. Another one. Rocking her in the corner again. Nevaeh, 3. And she's still going. Battering easy in every way that she The heart lock lariat. Rockingly Hannah, but she still was able to recover just in time to be able to put Cat Easley back on the defense. Naomi Hannah up at the very top. What the hell now? What is this? Middle rope with Easley on her shoulders. Oh my God! Dropping her right on the top turnbuckle. What a move! Oh! And now rocking her down, using her own head to inflict as much damage on the challenger as possible. Cat Easley has had a great story getting to this match. Dare I say she needs to finish her story. But I don't know. Just the reality of this whole match and how damn good Nevaeh is. And it really does not get any better for Cat Easley as we're witnessing in this matchup. Nevaeh couldn't give a damn about a story. Nevaeh just wants to retain this title and continue being the best of all time. Any division, any brand, any company, any person in the world, Nevaeh follows them, and that's what she wants to continue doing. The boat in the corner after the aggressive strike. Easily forced to roll to the outside of the ring, trying to catch a breather, but Naomi Hannah does not allow breathers. Oh my God! German suplex on the base of the neck into the apron. Naomi Hannah. Oh no! God! Into the announce table as well. Look at this, man. This is exactly what Naomi Hannah has done her entire career. What you're witnessing right now, this is what she's done to every person who came across with Naomi Hannah. If your path crosses with Nevaeh's, your path will be decimated. God! A spinning fisherman driver from the champion. Hannah sticks back in the ring we go though. Nevaeh egging on Cat Easley on the apron, not worried about this championship match right now. She thinks she got this in the bag, and she just might. I would not doubt. That's what she's done. Trying for a Kevin calling, but it's not easy. The German trying to fight, get some life back in the matchup. A kick out at 2. Kevin calling could not connect. Not able to get that. Oh, leeway that she wanted to. Knee in the corner. Turn back. Grabs it. What the hell? Oh my God! Back of the head! Cat Easley! What the hell? Back on her feet, into the corner. Easley throws her, and we go a second time. Knees in the corner. We're not fitting. Another one! Oh! Dragon suplex! Power by Cat Easley! Kick out at 2. The Heart Lock hero Cat Easley trying her hardest to give Nevaeh a fight of a career. Back and forth, over and over. Easley, what the hell? Military grab. Nevaeh caught a standing moonsault. The power, the athleticism, the versatility, but still cannot put Nevaeh away. A kick out at 2. Coming into the top. Nevaeh though. Knocked off with Cat Easley. Keep the boy. Oh no! Caught the spinning power slam. What a way to kick off TakeOver Bad Blood here in Rapid City, South Dakota. But not such for the hometown girl, Cat Easley. Oh! But Easley said otherwise needed a head as the man tried to hit the ground and move. Trying to keep her down with the best thing she can do. Got her up. What a spinning fisherman driver again. The counters just keep on coming from the champion. You can see the skill gap starting to show. That Easley, oh my God, what the hell? You can see the skill gap starting to grow more and more between these two as this match goes on. You can see the resiliency from Nevaeh being greater than Easley's at the moment. You can see the power, the strength, everything that Nevaeh has to be a champion. It's the same story as anybody else who's ever come across Naomi Hannah. It's just that Cat Easley has a better story, but once more, story does not matter when you're dealing with the one and only Avenger. Nevaeh, lariats over and over, clocking Easley like it's nothing. What the hell now? Oh! A swinging gutbuster, destroying Easley on the mat. Doesn't seem to matter what mood it is. Nevaeh makes it look the best that it ever could. From behind, Heaven's calling no. Easy still trying to fight. Easy still trying to counter every move. Lands a knee into the chin. Nevaeh rolling to the outside, easily going up the rope looking for a dive, but oh no! Nevaeh back in the ring there to counter. Cat easily. Nevaeh now from behind. Heaven calling attempt. No. Just, oh God! Knock to the neck again. That's what I'm talking about with these moves, man. They are absolutely ridiculous. What the hell? I'm gonna move him looking for the top rope again. This time he's able to put that away with an arm drag. Easily off the rope, drop kick to the spine. Nevaeh trying to muscle back to her feet. Cat easily off the rope. Nevaeh sees the cavity, looks to the helmet thing. This time easily counting again. Back and forth near the left side corner. Oh! What a right hand, a left hand, whatever the hell. Easy though, right back with the face. Easy still continuing on. How the hell does she manage to keep fighting? Shoulder shot! An opening for Easily. A cover right on the base of the jaw with a kick out by Lee Hanna. It has always taken more than 1, 2, 3. It's taken more than 5 sometimes to even think you have a chance at beating Nevaeh. That's one of the many that Easy's going to need to hit her. She wants to have a chance, but she knows that. Cat Easily knows exactly what the throw-in situation brings the sorrow from Cat Easily. Another cover, second finisher. No! Again, I keep saying it. Easily knows this. She has studied Nevaeh. She has done everything she can to learn about a counter. Oh my God! Second shatter shot. That's number 3. Number 3. The momentum keeps flying. But another kick out. This is exactly what Easily needs to do, though. This is the kind of thing that can. Oh wait, Nevaeh. How the hell? He goes right back after all that. Oh! Uranagi to the ground. Cat Easily get her back, but Nevaeh still fighting. As she always has. Cole! Easily tries to go back. Drop kick from Lee Hanna. A small bit of athleticism from an extremely powerful person. One of us not the most powerful. Nevaeh! Double calling! Could that be it? Could that be all she knew? Not quite! The hometown hero stays alive again when Nevaeh knows she's going to need to do more. But she will keep going. Second finisher! Just like Easily was doing to her. Cover! Not again! A kick out again by Easily! Cat trying to roll away. Nevaeh's not allowing it. Nevaeh says, where the hell do you think you're going? It's calling! Back of the head in a mat! No! Just like Nevaeh did! Cat Easily kicked out of 3 of her own! Nevaeh into the corner! More pissed than ever! Doesn't seem to matter! Nevaeh! Oh my lord! Cat Easily trying to prove that they are on the same level. But right now, that doesn't seem to be the case. Cat Easily trying to get above that level. Breaking away on Lee Hanna. Doesn't know where she is. Easily back away. Into the corner. Chopped over and over again. Easily. Top rope. Nevaeh caught. No! Speed moves on into the inverted senton cover by Cat Easily. One more kick out. Kill him still alive. Easily back to her feet with Nevaeh. Strike it off. Nevaeh and Cole with the rock arrow. The tension goes higher than ever. Easily with Nevaeh against the rope. Boom. Left forearm. Falling to the outside. Oh no! Looking for the heat-seeking missile. And Nevaeh with a vicious uppercut through the rope. Dominates all the momentum from Cat Easily. Oh no! Into the stairs, and that marks maybe the end of Cat Easily's offensive rush right now. I mean, good God. Look at this. Nevaeh, teardrop, double axe. Back of the head, nearly hitting the stairs. Maybe it did. Keeps it on. Another teardrop suplex. Keeping it on once more before a trifecta. Three of them! On the outside of the ring. Look at what Nevaeh Hannah is doing to Cat Easley. Oh no! Release Sherman into the stairs. Resetting the count. Cat Easley has been absolutely dominated right now. And it's going to continue spinning Fisherman Buster Diamond again. Whatever it was. That's what it was. Nevaeh still, look at this. Nevaeh is absolutely destroying Cat Easley on the outside. This is the turning point that the champion needed. Stomping out the life from Cat Easley. Cat Easley's family must be watching this. Maybe they're here in the arena. They have to witness this massacre! Heaven calling for Nevaeh on the outside of the ring. Count of 6. Nevaeh back in. Staring down at an almost lifeless Cat Easley. Count of 7. Is he trying to counter out? Count of 8. Nevaeh trying to counter out. Easley though beats the count obviously. Count of 9 on the apron now. Easley flies over. Not the clothesline. Taking the heaven calling on the outside of the ring. Still able to beat the count in her own right too. Whatever was comfortable to her. Easley with Nevaeh perched up top. This could be really bad for one of them. Easley super clutch. Keeps it on! Look at, oh wait, no, hold on. Tries for a rocket arrow. Look at Lee Hannah, right back the other way. From the head, oh! Looking for the heaven calling! Easley able to counter it. Shot from Cat. Keeping it going, the strike back and forth Easley now. Back into the, over the rope. Easley had a scout into the shoulder block into the midsection. Oh boy! Thompson with powerbomb on the outside of the ring. Easley somehow still had the fight left inside of it and be battling what Nevaeh Hannah has done so far. That is amazing to me. Hang on a damn minute. Easley's gonna, oh God. Easley's really gonna try! Man, something is fine! Off the top rope to the outside! Daredevil as it gets. Cat Easley now outside of the ring, no shot! Reign of Sorrow! Knock on the outside, no contest! Crowd chanting one more time. Nevaeh being put back in the ring. And Easley's gonna try to deliver. One more time and he's looking for shatter shot. No! Nevaeh's able to counter. Oh the hell! Lee Hannah from behind. Oh no! Heaven calling! Oh boy. Oh boy, yep. The same old story. Devil calling too. No cover. She's gonna shoot for one more. As you have to expect. What? Easley, what the hell? Counter! Shatter shot! No! Robert with a challenger! No! God! How much is it? No, and Cat can't even move. He took 2 finishes. She could barely even move after that kick out. Easley has no energy left. Telling the man to bring it on. Taking a challenge. Bringing her rolling over. One away to kick off tonight, man. Good Lord. In the center of the ring. Back and forth. Head broken Nevaeh. Right back with Easley. Back and forth once more. Will be a chop. Nevaeh with one of her own. Right hand counter. In the center of the ring, the two of them trading blows. Easley, boom! Able to win the striking game against the champion. When do we ever see that? Oh! Tried for a springboard moonsault, and she's gonna pay for that. Nevaeh to the spine, weakening Easley at every turn. Good Lord! Oh! Trying! Oh my God! Trying to the right hand in the corner. Easley gonna right back in. Cat now, what could you do? Oh, good Lord! Out of the position. Buckle. Oh, Nevaeh gets caught. Right into the corner. Cat Easley again. Running the champion. kick to the legs. Double stop from Cass. Amazingly done. Now up high. Can easily capitalize. With the first up from the top. Easley's momentum continues to skyrocket. Boom! Leads the hard line there yet again. Where the hell can Gabby going now? The momentum is all on the side of the challenger. Look at the end right here. That's right on the top. Could we be witnessing history right now? Is that something I can say? Is it safe to say that? I have no idea. Easily thrown. Kick to the legs. Oh my God. Wake up. Wait. Oh no. Maria. Connor. Still puncher. Connor there. Wake up. Sorrow. Kick out. Easily stays alive. Trying to roll to the outside. Maria's going to stop that from happening. Maria does not want her prey to go anywhere. Maria. Down and Cat Easley from the top. Oh! Trying for a double left handle. Easley goes to the midsection. You corner. Cat the chop. People going crazy. For Cat Easley, hip toss. Roll through. Rising with the knee. What a match. Back again. Easley trying once more. Continuing. Battering the ram with every strike she's able to do. She knows it's going to take absolutely everything to take down the champion. Keep battering the ram. This is what she has to do. Easily knows. Easily knows. Twin to see. Could Cat Easley have a chance now? I don't know. We've seen this over and over. I feel like I can't be foolish to believe that, but you never know. You really never know. Anything can happen at any time. Easily after the leg. Boom! Crushing the ankle. Easily continuing on the mat. Driving the knees into the side of the champion's head. Good Lord. The way of being shown who's dealing with. Maria did not believe that Cat would be any sort of challenge prior to going into this matchup. We saw exactly how Maria felt about Cat Easley getting a verbal interaction weeks prior. And even the way that Maria acted around Cat Easley. Right now, that's proven to be a bad omen for Maria. Cat Easley is completely dominating the champion, wearing her down. Just enough. Can she keep the momentum? Oh my God, what the hell? I don't remember Cat being that athletic. A moonsault. Trying for shadow shot, but here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Kevin's calling. Cover for the Raider. We hit a 1, 2, 1. Look at that. Again. The ring awareness of Easley. Getting her hand on the rope at the last possible second. Oh my God! Right down to the German. Easley looking at the home. Oh my God! Hard rock Larry the tip was absolutely battered by the Nevaeh. Right! DDT count on the chop block. Good Lord! Oh, there's the knee again. Easley's trying to keep it up right now. What a damn pass. Oh! Turns around! Ripcord Bennett! Flying! Cody Fans move! That is a shot! At her former, a lot of things I should say. Trying to twist the face. The way I was able to counter! Good God! This is getting brutal, man. Oh! Look at a triangle on bar! Easily getting caught! The arm being stretched, snake, contorting in all sorts of ways. This move has tapped out quite a few people. Good people like that in Maria's career. This Cat Easley going to be another victim to not only Maria Alexander, but another victim to this armbar. Struggling, trying to reach out of it. And I think she will try to reverse it up. Landing the head! Who's in a submission game? Nevaeh being caught in a horrible place. Could this be the moment for Cat Easley? Lock it in. The hard confinement on Nevaeh Lee Hanna. Everything that Cat Easley has worked for has led to this kind of moment. But can it deliver? No! Nevaeh getting out of it just in time, and Nevaeh is hurt. Nevaeh, the champion is weakened. This is where Easley needs to capitalize. Right here, right now. Cat Easley. Back to the neck again. Up on her feet. Cat Easley. Boom! Inside out. Got the champion. Couldn't see the moment. Couldn't see it. No! Damn it! No! Cat Easley! Tommy Sam warned her! She told her, what makes you think I won't get involved? But Easley, then what makes you think I will drop your ass? Screams of sorrow! Tommy Sam is still alive! Back in the oh no! The man is not standing up like that! Sam is calling! It can't be like this! Cut her! No! God damn it! Harley, Sam again! When does it end? When does it end? Lee Hanna! This is one of the moments I was talking about when she finds a way to
Here is your
escape.
winner, and still Women's Champion, Lee Hanna.
The reign continues again. Cat Easley, just another name in the long list of victims. Nevaeh Lee Hanna has taken out almost on her own, but with the help of Harley Sam this time. I almost wonder how the hell that's going to reckon back to her. Good God, well I can tell you right now that I need a minute to breathe is what I need. Good Lord, what a match that was. Perfect opening match for this show, just sadly not the perfect ending, right? But we continue on, hopefully taking it down a little because my head hurts a lot. I feel lightheaded. I'm sitting down because I'm hurting. Regardless, it is the first ever Velocity Men's Money in the Bank ladder match.
Is a six-man ladder match. Making his way to the ring from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 487 pounds, Big Joe.
You heard it here. Men's Money in the Bank ladder match. 6 men fighting for the right to become Mr. Money in the Bank, the first ever one here in Velocity. And of course, you see your first entrant, Big Joe. He made his return not long ago, 2 weeks ago, I believe, taking out Benjamin in a contenders match and making his grand return to the ring, looking better than ever, obviously. Big Joe, a favorite to win this match.
Dallas, Texas, weighing in at 233 pounds, Dallas Dalton.
If we're talking about favorites, we got to talk about Dallas Dalton too. Dallas Dalton, this man just came around pretty early too. Not as early as Big Joe making his return, but he only came in here right before the Royal Rumble, I believe, as a hitman trying to take out Logan Freeman fighting with Butch. Butch has been a little bit odd recently. He's been a little bit unlike himself, which is a good thing because, you know, when Butch is like himself, he's breaking that. And I don't think I like that. I don't think anybody likes that. Especially not the wrestler. But, still, Dallas Dalton getting in this match. He is a favorite because of how smart he is. In such little time, we've seen the amount of smarts that go into him. And we even thought him to take a win over Ace. And it's because of Logan Freeman that he wasn't able to do it. But obviously, you know, that was bound to happen. That was justified from Logan Freeman. But, yeah, Dallas Dalton's not going to have a very easy time because in this match, it's
from
also
Belarus, Brazil, weighing in at 229 pounds, Ace.
But speaking of people getting some redemption, I guess you could say the first time somebody broken them in this match, I don't know. It is an ace. 1/4 of insanity. I guess 1/3 now, right? Because of Matt Martin, but regardless, I'll say 1/3 because it just makes sense. 1/3 of insanity the only man or woman that doesn't have a championship in the group. He lost his title to Matthew Cage at TakeOver Rebellion right before Worlds Collide. The title reign was ended, and insanity seems to be starting to explode in some sort of way. There's tension rising between Ian and Ace, and obviously between Ian and Max Martin as well, granted what happened earlier this year where he broke Max Martin's arm. So, you know. Ian Yole has a very good match later tonight. Our main event of the night, a unification match between Ian Yole and Matthew Cage. Well, I guess I shouldn't say unification. I should say a double championship match. They're not going to be unified. It's just a double title match. Better clarify that, right? Shut up. Here comes our next opponent, though. Akuma, another favorite. A lot of favorites. Even Ace is a favorite. Is that even fair having 4 favorites? There's going to be more. Logan Freeman
And
Dragon Pete's
from
not
the
bad.
future, weighing in at 195 pounds.
I think everybody in this match has a chance at winning, which is pretty crazy. But, yeah, I mean, why not? Honestly, that's great. That was an unexpected ladder match, right? But I gotta ask. I'm sure predictions have been made before the show, but I don't know. I guess this is past hero talking to future hero. Yo, do you agree with the predictions that people made? Well, I mean, you can't agree or disagree because that'll spoil the result. But like, do you like did you expect people to predict the people that win the match? Never mind. You get what I'm trying to say. I'm breaking the fourth wall as well, but shut up. Anyway, Akuma though, I mean, he's got to be one of the favorites to win this match. I mean, he's got to be up there. He made his return as well not long ago. I TakeOver Rebellion, taking out Butch because Butch broke his neck, and the Akuma's like, fuck you, bitch, you don't get nothing good, which is understandable. let's go Akuma, right? But here comes the next one, Dragon Tito.
Jalisco, Mexico, weighing in at 188 pounds.
One half of Team Cobra to enter this match. El Ultimo was not able to qualify, but Dragon Tito won. He is in this match. He is looking to be Mr. Money in the Bank, having some tensions rise with the Savior as a region. Luckily though, Savior is not in this match. He did not qualify. He lost to Akuma. But even with that in mind, what about Logan Freeman, who's going to be coming out next? Logan Freeman's yet another favorite for this thing. But of course, Dallas Dalton has to deal with him, and Logan has to deal with Dallas. So they could end up just costing each other in a match. That could be a thing. They both end up fighting, and then somebody's like, I had that, and they go with it, and then Dallas and Logan are like, damn it, you cost me a match. That sounds like a typical wrestling thing, right? Don't quote me on that. I'm just saying. Here comes the last entrant in the first ever Velocity Men's Money in the Bank match. As I was speaking of before, Logan Freeman. What a debut couple of weeks he had back in end of year 2. Wrestling a lot of people, looking very good doing it.
And
having 2 matches
from Lincoln, Nebraska, weighing in at 210 pounds, Logan Freeman.
And even after that, wrestling against Akuma in one of the best rivalries of the year. So very fun, very awesome, best matchup of the year too. Logan and Akuma sort of house down. And that only continued on when Logan had a little bit of a three-way with Brooklyn and eventually a one-on-one with Brooklyn. But I also want to say, I think Logan and Akuma have some sort of mutual respect for each other. Because I remember seeing the interaction they had before Brooks broke Akuma's neck. They seem to be having some sort of mutual respect, a mutual understanding that, maybe they misunderstood each other and their main enemy is Brooks, right? I think that kind of understanding came to fruition. But I also think Akuma doesn't really hold a grudge against Brooks, considering what he said in that promo before against Brooks, after TakeOver Rebellion. Definitely got Brooks thinking. And even with that in mind, I mean, Logan Freeman winning the Money in the Bank contract could be huge for him, paying with Akuma. I mean, they could go after Max Martin when he eventually returns. They could go after Io, They're the only 2 candidates they can do right now. I mean, damn, we got a championship match later tonight. Imagine somebody cashes in and steals Brooks' championship. Is that a possibility anybody thought about? It'd be a very good homecoming for somebody like Akuma or Logan. If you win one of those championships, they have to deal with Brooks, you have to deal with insanity. They have their ties. You know what I mean? Not so much as Matthew Cage, but even still. But all 6 men have made their entrance date. All 6 men are going to fight for the right to become the first ever Money in the Bank holder for the men's side down on Velocity. Of course, later tonight we have the women's Money in the Bank as well. So here we go. We are underway. Who is going to end up becoming the first ever Money in the Bank holder? That is a very, very big accolade. So you definitely have to give it your all here. Of course, at the unhook, I believe it was 5 runs, I believe. I think they lowered the amount. I don't really remember, but it's something of the sort, right? But because everybody's got a picture, so Akuma and Logan, Dragon Tito, and Dallas Shelton, and Big Joe and Ace in the center of the ring. I shouldn't say center, but here. Obviously, everybody needs this Money in the Bank contract. Big Joe just made it with huge for him. Ace needs this system with devastating insanity. Dallas could use it too, making it JB not long ago. Akuma could use it, making it a home. And then you got, you know, I guess Dragon Tito. He's kind of like the lone one that like isn't really that good. I mean, he is, but you know. And Morgan Freeman could use it for redemption too. I think Dragon Tito has the least chance of winning out of everybody, but Dragon Tito still has a chance. Which is pretty cool. So we have very interesting sleeper pick, right? In the ring though, Ace trying to set up the first ladder. Big Joe's gonna knock him right down. How is that even this ladder, dude? Good lord. Obviously on this match, we're gonna be having a lot of stages in it. Everybody gonna be brawling to the right. They're trying that ladder. Look at one drop in the ring. No. Joe's gonna go right back. But I will ask the question, not related, but I want to know, how is everybody in the chat doing today? How has your, when will this be released? I'm going to try to make a prediction of when this is released. How has your, what's today? Today Tuesday? Wednesday? Tuesday? Tuesday. I'm recording this on Tuesday. I'm recording this on Tuesday, July 11th. That's when the commentary is done. So I have to ask, how is everybody doing on this fine Friday? Friday of next week. That's my prediction. I'm probably dead wrong about that. It's probably going to be later. Maybe it's like Monday or Tuesday. Regardless of the fact. How's everybody doing? Hopefully good. I'm doing pretty good myself. Sadly, I could not get Max Armstrong or JMC Carter to be joining us tonight on commentary. Max is busy doing other stuff, and JMC, I believe, is asleep. So it'll just be me for probably most of the show, if not all of the show. Oh, what the hell? I think Akuma just hit a hyper flash. But Big Joe didn't seem to get hurt. Maybe Akuma didn't get over. Look at Dragon Tito hanging. You good, Dragon Tito? Look at him. Oh! Dragon Tito just fell on Big Joe. Good God. Okay. Dragon Tito from Logan Freeman. Julian combo attempt on Dragon Tito, but out of nowhere, Logan getting right back into the mix. And everybody now in the ring. Oh God, Logan Freeman sent out under the ladder bridge. Oh, Joe from behind. Logan is on that ladder bridge. Hopefully he's safe. If everybody decides to jump, Logan is pretty screwed. Logan gets out of the ladder bridge though. What the hell just happened to Ace? Ace just died. The actual, I don't know why I can't look. It's a ladder now. Something's about to get crazy. Something's about to get hectic. Something about to not make sense. Look at DDT to Dragon Tito. Oh God, and Ace with the chair to Dallas Dalton. Dallas Dalton take it out. He's definitely one of the most favorites to win this match. Probably a good idea to take it out. He's a very smart competitor, as I've said before. And look at that, Dallas Dalton going right after Logan Freeman, as I predicted. The two of them having a lot of these. Dallas Dalton trying to end his career last week on Velocity. He is the wrestling hitman for a reason, right? Ladder set up in the window. Dragon Tito trying to get a top of the ladder, trying to unhook the briefcase for himself. 1-1 is gone. Akuma climbing the ladder as well. Oh God! Ace pushing the ladder down. Down goes Akuma and Dragon Tito. 1 run has been removed already. Oh! Bluegrass forearm to Dallas Dalton. A little bit of revenge on Dallas. Profile trying to hit Akuma. Akuma going to climb the ladder, trying to steal, and then going to contact Logan. Going to say no. Only man for himself in this kind of matchup. Logan Freeman. Powerbomb off the ladder to Akuma. Logan trying to climb the ladder for himself. Look who meets them up top. Dallas Dalton. Back and forth on the top of the ladder. Logan taking out Dallas Dalton. There's Dragon Tito scoring in the party again. The tensions continue to rise between. Oh, wait, Dragon Tito attempt. Dragon Tito flipped out of it. Tensions continue to rise. Dallas Dalton Logan trying to get some hit that corner as well, and he was taken out. From behind Akuma, inverted DDT under the ladder nearly to Ace. Big Joe back in the ring. Oh! The power by Akuma! Good God! Great show. Big Joe, look at... look at Dallas Dalton. Bang-a-ray! Wiping out Akuma. Threw over the top. Taking out Big Joe as well. Dallas Dalton all alone in the ring. Could this be an opportunity to hit the cap of this contract? Dalton setting up the ladder. Climbing to the top of it. Can he capture the briefcase? Nobody seems to notice. Dallas Dalton, look out. No, here comes Akuma. 2 runs are gone though. Dallas trying to pick out a third. Akuma climbing the ladder too. Hurricane Lions and Dragon Keeper. 3 runs are gone. Akuma trying to stop it, but then Ace as well. Dallas Dalton becoming pretty close to taking down that contract. Oh! Oh! Ace taking down the ladder, and I don't know where Dragon Keeper was a block to the climb of Ace. Oh God! I don't know how that was Big Joe. Look at Akuma going right back on Logan Freeman. Keeps the legs down. Oh! What a combo from Akuma. Top rope now, watch out. Logan! Meteor shower to Logan Freeman. And look at this, Dallas Dalton as well. With Logan Freeman. You already know Dallas is going to try to pick up the pieces. Oh! And into the chair, into the head of Ace from Akuma. That was beautiful. Get out powerbomb. Oh God, get out powerbomb from Dallas Dalton. Looking at Killian combo attempt. Dallas goes like back. Discus elbow. Wiping out Ace. And look at Big Joe! Dallas Dalton leaning over the top, crashing through a ladder. Big Joe enough wrestling. I don't think I'd see from Dallas Dalton. Knee. Dragon Keeper avoiding it on the apron now. And look at Dallas Dalton simply waiting it out for Logan Freeman. Oh, excuse me. Dragon Keeper said no. Because fucking just jabbed him in the head. Crazy ladder match as you have to expect when it comes to everybody working towards getting money in the bank. Here, TakeOver Bad Blood. Look at Akuma. DDT on the apron! And look at Dallas Dalton! A touchdown of Brad time! Dragon Keeper onto the ladder. Oh! Burning the hammer on the ladder from Big Joe to Akuma! Good God! Dallas Dalton taking him out. What a back and forth match we have. Look at what sends out Big Joe wisely rolling out. Look at, oh! Look at Logan with the kendo stick. Dallas ruining his Big Joe. Oh, diving under! A backhand, a rock fist from Ace to go. Oh! Throwing across the head of Akuma. Akuma with Logan sending him right into Big Joe. Akuma now sending him over the power to the outside, wiping out Logan Freeman just for enough time. Big Joe with El Dragon Tito with the Hell Joe landing. Oh, right up the top rope. Big Joe looking good at this matchup as well, especially as you have to accept it into turn. Beautiful counter from Ace, dodging Big Joe and locking it with a drop kick. Oh! Wiping out Dallas. He tried to whack him with a kick. Dallas back up looking for a discus elbow. Ace set over the top. There goes Dallas Dalton. Obviously, Dallas and Ace have a tiny bit of history too. You have to remember the matches that they had prior. Oh! Dragon Keeper blocking Ace with the ladder. With the ladder here. Look at this. Dragon Keeper and Dallas Dalton climbing to the top. Dragon Keeper looking very good in this matchup. The Ripple Sweepers with their nice stand. Oh Lord! Dragon Keeper! Big break off the top! Dallas Dalton right down. I believe Ace continuing here with DDT to Akuma. Dragon Keeper climbing on top. Ace with an axe kick to the back of the neck. Dragon Keeper on the top of the ladder, trying to take down the contract. Couldn't be able to do it. Ace was able to stop him. Ace now climbing the ladder. Look at this though, Big Joe from behind. Akuma trying to push him down. Oh! Joe taking Dragon Keeper off the ladder. Dallas Dalton sending Big Joe to the outside of the ring. Ace trying to capture the Money to Make contract now. Trying to grab it up. Dragon Keeper and Akuma stopping him. Dallas Dalton back on the top. Look at Logan Freeman out of nowhere, wiping out. Forearm to Dallas Dalton, thrusting him open in the meantime. Ace though trying to capture the contract. The El Dragon Tito looking to stop him. Logan climbing with a top, high tension in this matchup. Look at Logan now. It's a Death breaker at the top. Everybody is flying off the ladder. Here comes the Akuma to the top. Going after Big Joe right here, but Joe counters. Going right on the top of the ladder. Joe now, good God! Oh, we tried rope suplex. Akuma knocked off. Ace back to the top. Trying to capture the briefcase again. 2 runs remaining. Dragon Tito stops him. Dallas going to the top. Ace pushes Dragon Tito off. Oh my God! Dallas Dalton now with a white noise! Good Lord! Joe! Backwards with the Freeman. Dragon Tito to the top. Dallas Dalton looking to meet him again. Dalton on the top. Oh, Freeman! Dragon Tito face first. Joe takes out Akuma. Top of the ladder. It is getting brutal in this matchup. Right hand down goes Dragon Tito. Big Joe sees it. Is Joe gonna climb up again? Joe and Dallas Dalton. Joe waiting down the strike from Dallas. Dallas goes right back. Dalton looking great in this match. Is Dallas gonna do it to Big Joe too? One Lord! Almost 500 pounds! A white noise on the top of the ladder from Dallas Dalton. Logan Freeman and Dallas, top of the ladder. Logan, right, Dallas breaking on right hand, oh, that was Logan! Dallas Dalton looking to become Mr. Money in the Bank! And he will! Logan Freeman from the bad side from Dallas Dalton! And ladies and gentlemen,
Here is your winner,
we crown
Mr. Money in the Bank, Dallas Dalton.
what a match, what a performance, and our new Mr. Money in the Bank, who's crying now.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's Championship.
Well, we move on to our third match tonight. What a pay-per-view or a PLE this has been so far, but our next one on the card, it is Shannon Rhodes versus Fuji Gary for the Velocity TakeOver Women's Championship. Shannon Rhodes, her first ever premium live event match, her first ever opportunity at becoming a champion in this company so early. She made her debut not long ago, getting a nice win over Rachel Stone, being double teamed by Rachel and Fuji Gary. And obviously, though, as you have to expect, Fuji Gary going into this match probably with a good amount of confidence. She's definitely a little angry about what's been happening, dealing with Shannon Rhodes over the last few weeks. Definitely not happy that Shannon Rhodes just walked up and kind of got the match. Granted, Shannon Rhodes deserves the match. She's been very good, and even in developmental, when Shannon Rhodes was around in developmental, my God, she was great. Shannon Rhodes was awesome. You really have to understand that. Shannon Rhodes was nobody to miss. I mean, Shannon Rhodes was the girl that you had to pay attention to. That's what's so great about Shannon Rhodes. You really cannot hate on her. She's got a very good personality, very exciting, and a very good moveset. That is a lot of pluses for Miss Shannon Rhodes. As you also have to expect, it's not really going to get much easier for Shannon Rhodes. But she's going against Fuji Giri, of course. That is not going to be something that, it's not going to be something I think I really want to be when I'm Fuji Giri. I'm going to be completely honest with you. But, obviously Shannon Rhodes, a former Havoc Women's North American champion. 148 days she held the title. She defeated Erico, which was incredible. I mean, not many people are able to beat Erico, ever. Erico is arguably the best female talent in Havoc right now, the developmental system. And Shannon Rhodes beat her for the North American Championship after her second reign with the title. 154 days Erico held the title. Shannon Rhodes took it off, held it for 148, and lost it to Bella Kiss eventually off of a cash-in. Bella Kiss cashed in the contract to beat Shannon Rhodes. A lot of history when it comes to Shannon Rhodes. She's got a lot of experience, especially moved down from Havoc.
Introducing the challenger from Jamaica, Shannon Rhodes. And her opponent from Oita, Japan, she is the Women's Champion,
Fuji Giri, TakeOver Women's Champion, calm, cool, and collected. Obviously, you cannot underestimate Shannon Rhodes. Doing that, you'd be a fool. But you do also have to keep in mind that Shannon Rhodes is incredibly new to the main roster. And Fujigiri knows that. And she is going to make sure that no matter what the case is, she will walk out with the championship. No matter which way it's done, she wants to ensure that she will not lose the championship. And it was disappointing Ian, just like Ace did, after losing his championship to Matthew Cage at TakeOver Rebellion. Fuji does not want that same fate. So, of course, starting off this match back and forth. Oh! What the hell? Did Shannon try to poke her in the eye? She just started. You can't go after the eye. What the hell? Shannon Rhodes with an interesting start. A very creative competitor, which is one of the reasons why I love Shannon Rhodes' offense. Every single turn, she seems to find some sort of special way to turn it back into her favor. Whether it be poking somebody in the eyes, whether it be tricking them with, I guess, breakdancing. I know how crazy that sounds, but you've seen it. You've seen it with Rachel Stone, so you know it exists. Shannon Rhodes, beautiful backbreaker to the spine of Fujigiri. Can Shannon Rhodes end the reign of Fujigiri here at TakeOver Bad Boy? Fujigiri won the championship. Oh my God! Beautifully done by Shannon. Fuji won the championship off of Angelica Lopez. We're going to get this year. And so far, Fujigiri's had a pretty decent title reign. She's held the title for 74 days. And she wants to continue that reign. Tapped it! It is the second longest reign, tied with Mel Young's first ever Velocity TakeOver Women's Championship reign at 74. So she has tied the record. If Fuji can win tonight, she will become the second longest reigning TakeOver Women's Champion. First place being Mel Young, second reign at 168 days. Fujigiri off the rope, running for Shannon! Goes right back to Shannon, rolling the counter off the cross, but attempts over the top. Fuji countering a chop block, goes to Shannon's gonna hit it anyway! Shannon, beautiful shot block, creative offense, as I was saying before, it gets better and better each time. Shannon Rhodes, rolling thunder, oh, that time! Fujigiri got the knees up. Fuji looking to wipe out Shannon Rhodes' dreams here tonight at TakeOver Bad Blood. Oh! Float over neckbreaker. Wiping out Fujigiri. And also, this is worth mentioning, make sure you pay attention to this, because this match, the loser of this matchup gets into the Money in the Bank, Money in the Bank, what the hell? The loser of this matchup gets into the Money in the Bank ladder match later tonight. The winner's Money in the Bank ladder match. So if Fujigiri loses this match, he will enter the Money in the Bank ladder match of the 6 competitors. If Shannon Rhodes loses, she will enter the ladder match of the 6 competitor team. So whoever loses, they still get a shot at something good later tonight. So that's it. But of course, the 5 of the women are at 2, so chances are pretty low. Like, it's a cool deal as well. Also, you know, the rest of the match. So, yeah, these two not going to have an easy night. Whoever loses the match, I should say. It's going to be hard either way. Shannon Rhodes with Fuji. Oh! Beautiful ball down to the floor. Fuji muscled down Shannon Rhodes. From behind now, once more with the creative offense. Oh, look where that Fuji like the Fujigiri out of midair. Countering with the Bulldog. Fuji showcasing her creativeness too. Shannon going right back to Rhodes. To the legs in the midsection. Gonna bring it on. Look at that. Oh! A lethal combination from Shannon. A little bit of disrespect. I'm not mad at it though. Shannon is the kind of person that I think I take disrespect from and kind of be happy about it. Getting disrespected by Shannon is like, I don't know. I don't know why. It's a good thing. I don't really know how to explain it. But Shannon Rhodes sent her to the outside of the ring and she's gonna think about flying, but she gets caught with a vicious haymaker from the outside. Running back in. Oh, Shannon trying to counter. Fujigiri go on top of it. The Crossroads Killer looking to live up to her name here in this matchup. Drops her on the knee. We're not quite finished. Fujigiri off the ropes and drop! Shannon Rhodes, brutal, right across the show. The Psycho Blade from Fujigiri. Psycho as in F-A-I-K-O. It's a Japanese word. I think it's not Psycho with a P, you know? Shannon Rhodes though almost got caught at the Psycho Slice. It was counted. Shannon Rhodes right back though, getting a momentum. Rolling elbow right to the head. Shannon now heading to the top rope. They're gonna fly to the blast with Fujigiri. Cover on the champion. Will just put her away. Count of 2. Almost kick out by Fujigiri. Green male Shannon Rhodes looking very good in this match with her debut PLE match against the debut championship match and all that here on the main roster. Looking very good so far. You gotta respect it from Shannon Rhodes. Kick to the midsection, no. Fujigiri blocked it. Gonna get a roll. A little bit of offense here on the outside of the ring. Shannon right into the ring post. The true hardest part of the ring. I know the apron's pretty hard too. I learned why by watching NXT because there's like a metal bar under there. Wood meets metal, but it doesn't matter. The ring post still, alright? I don't take that out. I mean that. They've got a barricade on now. Fuji. Oh! Fisherman Northern Light suplex from Fujigiri on the outside of the ring. Shannon Rose being shown just why Fujigiri have been the champion for quite a little while now. Back in the ring we go. The offense and momentum continues on as Fuji plays a ground and pound to the forehead of Shannon Rose. Aggressive and not looking to hold back at all, which I can hardly respect. Fuji, finally the drop kick down to the floor, but Shannon Rose was able to roll out of the way just in time. Shannon scouting. Fujigiri, and here we go! This is what I was talking about when we talk about 3 mil, a 1 mil, a 2 mil, $4 for 1 more. Oh, Fuji counted! Another Riverman Northern Lights did not hit the 3 mil! Only hit 2! But a kick out. What the hell happened to my voice? What the hell was that? Y'all can make fun of me. I don't even know what that was. That was weird. Off the rope. Moon wrap. Boom! Good God again. Fuji wiping it around again. The Psycho Blade, but it was countered. A Psycho Strike. The 10 Shannon once more. They want to move out of the way of it. Rose with a combination of every way she can. Just to double the time. It was countered by Fujigiri. Running from the state. The clothesline. No. Shannon Rose going right under his hip. Top counter by Fujigiri. Tries to stop Shannon move. Countered by Fuji again. Shannon right back into it. The right, the kick, everything she's been working for. Kick to the midsection. Shannon the chop. Look at Rose go. Over the top rope. Good God, what a series of events there from Shannon Rose and hyping up the crowd. Here we go. Shannon Rose diving. Oh, Fuji. Moving out of the way. Just in time, and Shannon crashes and burns! Huge slam on the outside of the ring, and Fuji right back on top where she feels she belongs! Backdrop suplex to Shannon Rose. The momentum continues in this matchup. Count of 3. Fujigiri watching on as Shannon struggles to muscle back to her feet. Fuji. Top rope could this be the final straw for Shannon Rose? Fuji from the top rope. Whoa! Counted out of midair. Shannon Rose still cocky. I have to love it though. Run through. Oh! What the hell? Fuji with a snap headbutt. Running right in, man. Shannon meeting. Why Fujigiri still feeling like this? Top block, I can't know. One floor. Fuji and Shannon go back and forth. What an interesting matchup. One that I really enjoy right now. Rolling elbow again. Shannon Rose could be setting up for the money maker. She came in with. Oh! What a super kick. Sliding from the floor. Not gonna happen on Fuji's part. Drop kick. Shannon able to eat all of it and continue on in her own right. Backdrop suplex. Able to connect on the Fuji. Got her again here. Oh God, what the hell? Shannon Rose hooked up. Watch it. Got her up. Moneymaker. Face first onto the mat. The canvas has been lit up with Fujigiri. After that moment, it looks like we're gonna get another crash market move. Fujigiri able to counter again. Second time is not the time. We gotta wait for the third. That's where the cliche comes in. Oh my God, look at this! Fujigiri headbutt over and over. Rick the eye! Another one! I know Fuji is crazy, but good Lord, this is a different level of crazy. Fuji, oh my God, dude. Look at this. Fuji is unhinged right now. What the hell, man? This is the insanity that I was expecting from Fuji here, honestly. Also versus Creed, shoulder block to the outside of the ring. Could Fuji be thinking about diving? I've never seen Fuji do a dive like this. Is she really gonna try? She is! Fuji Giri off the wait! Almost had it! Trying for a crash market from the outside of the ring! But Fuji Giri had that scouted. Fuji has Shannon Rose in a bad place. Boom! A neck up. Every chance that Shannon tries to get crash market in to really blast him into the margin to get an opportunity to win the championship, Fuji completely shuts it down. Every time. That is why Fuji is so good. That is why nobody's been able to beat her ever since she's winning the championship beforehand. Other than the very beginning, obviously, but that's a different story. Fuji stomping away on Shannon Rose. And every turn she gets, this is what happens. Oh! Vicious kicked it up flying. Shannon being absolutely decimated in this matchup right now. The pace has been slowed to perfection for Fuji Giri. Back to the spine. Oh Lord. Fuji is just here. Oh my God. This is not even much of a match. This is just Fuji trying to rake the skin off of Shannon Rose. Another clothesline dominant again by Fuji Giri. Drops it to the side of the head. Fuji continuing on with the onslaught. Fuji again, raking the face across the floor. This is just a barrage of rakes of all kinds. And a knee as well. Good God, man. Oh God! She's battering her with the knees now. Well, this TakeOver win the championship match definitely lives up to the hype. I'll tell you that right now. Rake the eyes again. Raking everything. Sister's gotta get a hold of this. Look at these rakes, man. Fuji going after the eyes over and over again, doing whatever it takes. That's what I told you. She will do whatever she needs to win this championship and retain it from Shannon Rose. Psycho Blade in the corner. Fuji Giri looking for the Psycho Blade. Shannon even a counter. Yes! Out of nowhere! Covered by Shannon Rose! Breaking out an opportunity! Oh! Kick out at two! After all of that, a kick out. Shannon tried. Oh! They're on the cut from Shannon Rose getting her momentum back up. After hitting a crash marker, she has taken the lead, the initiative in this matchup. Kind of what Shannon needed coming up from Havoc, getting all that momentum, and now using that and getting some good work in against Fuji Giri. Shannon, the swipe, going crazy in the ring right now. Look at the combination, the variation that Shannon Rose has. Trying for something against the rope. Fuji Giri not going to allow people to happen. Back and forth now in the ring. A chop counter. A chop counter right back by Shannon Rose. A chop down by Fuji. Right hand counter by Shannon. Shannon with the right. Counter with the right of Fuji goal. A chop counter with the right by Shannon. Low kick. Counter by Fuji with an elbow. I guess the with the right. Dude, it's just back and forth. Shannon and Fuji not letting up either way you take it. Oh, I don't fall for it. Oh, don't fall for it. Look at Fuji. I do it. Shannon Rose, you cannot fall for that, Fuji. A simple trick. And Shannon Rose is booked. 1-0, 2-0, 3-0 from Shannon Rose. And rocking in the face of Fuji. Even Shannon can't believe she fell for that. But that still it still means there's an opening for Shannon Rose though to capture the championship even after that. Shannon Rose, where's she taking Fuji Giri against the rope we go? And I think she's looking for it. Netmare to the outside goes Shannon Rose. Run right in! Crash market! Is this it? Can she do it? What? Oh no! What? I didn't even think about that! Rachel Stone! She just walked up the pinfall! Oh, she's got just as much of a grudge against Shannon that Fuji does. Shannon had it! She might have had it! Fuji, no! From behind! Hook it up, Shannon! No! coming to the aid of Tsujigiri. They had that mutual kind of respect after Shannon had taken down Rachel Stone on that week of velocity. Her first ever win, they beat her down after the match, a bit of mutual respect from Shannon and Rachel. And now, or excuse me, Suzy and Rachel.
Here's
now
your
in
winner,
this matchup,
and still
without asking,
women's champion,
Rachel Stone to help Tsujigiri retain that championship. That's an interesting proposal. I believe Shannon was just robbed, man. Well, why don't we keep the streak of crazy matches going? We continue on with our next match on the card. There's a high chance we could see new tag team champions walking out of TakeOver Bad Blood. It's the 7th Sanctum versus 13XT for the tag team titles. If you remember last time at TakeOver Rebellion, it was 13XT versus the 7th Sanctum. And my God, it was as close as it could get. Now, the difference between this match and the last one is that the last one started basically half of it with a handicap match. Nyla was the only one wrestling. Nyla and Ayla were not quite on good terms, let's say. They didn't like each other as much. Now they're obviously cool because look, they're in a tag team again. Woohoo! But yeah, the last time it was Nyla Kenta alone in the ring, 2-on-1, basically half the match until Ayla finally was able to come out and decided, you know what? Let's make the 7th Sanctum whole again. Almost won the tag team championships, making it 2-on-2. But we're unsuccessful at the end of the night, right? But this is going to be different because now they're together for good now. There's no 2v1 for half the match. I mean, this is the match that the 7th Sanctum has been waiting for. They are a full tag team once more, and that's going to make them extremely dangerous. XD Ada on the left, 13XT Aliyah on the right. They are ready to try and retain their titles that they've done so far in their reign. It only started not long ago at the Royal Rumble when they defeated the Dodgers in a ladder match to win these championships. Now, 13XT, man. This is not, I say there's a chance we could see new tag team champions today, but you really cannot sleep on 13XT. I kind of feel foolish for even saying that. While 7th Sanctum is whole again, 13XT is possibly the best tag team in the female division, or any division I should say, of all time. Developmental, Chaos, Velocity, Havoc, whatever, right? They are the best team to come out of anything. Better than the Misfits, better than the Ascension, better than Doom, better than the Dodgers, the Punk Rock Blondes, list goes on and on and on. 13XD, they're the reason they're the champions. That Ascension's not going to have an easy time whatsoever. It's just, can they get over the hump and complete their goal tonight?
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers. And their opponents, they are the Women's Tag Team Champions.
7th Sanctum and 13XD know each other all too well. Already have wrestled 2 matches against each other. One at Rebellion and one at World Collide, when it was all 4 teams in the ring. Punk Rock Blondes, Dodgers, 13XD, and 7th Sanctum. 7th Sanctum won their contenders match recently on Velocity, or Chaos, whichever one it was. They beat the Dodgers and the Punk Rock Blondes in an elimination match and were able to qualify to get this 2-on-2 match against 13XD at TakeOver Bad Blood. Nyla and Ada starting off the match. Nyla trying to run through it immediately is countered by Ada. What you have to expect going into this match with 13X, you probably be pretty confident of their ability. Obviously, they have a chance at losing here like they always do when it comes to the 7th Sanctum, right? But I believe they are confident as well because of how good they know they are. The kind of advantages they have, whether it comes to how they wrestle, what their mindset is, the connections that they have with other people, right? One through for the drop kick. Nyla gonna counter right away. Tempo now trying to get her fair share of offense. Little Mickey driver down to the floor. But you can also expect coming out of this match is honestly a definitive answer for who truly is the best tag team right now. I believe that my statement of 13XT being the best is still pretty valid. But 7th Sanctum is challenging the authority of 13XT. That's why they're here tonight. That's why they want to prove that they are the best tag team in the world. This will truly solidify either one. After this match, 7th Sanctum has been a huge challenge for 13XT ever since they came to the main roster not very long ago, as a matter of fact. Kick to the leg. Ada split through. Land up the cannon. What a move by 13XT Ada, one half of the tag champion, looking stronger than ever, as you have to expect from such an experienced and great team as 13XT is. Power and athleticism no matter the case. On the 7-star leg, the double kick stomp in the throw of the neck breaker. Nyla trying to counter back. Oh! Timber runs through. Cross chop, takes out Ada. Looks for the 10-ton Ada. Able to avoid it. Cross kick to the front. Nyla rolling out of the ring. Ada gonna follow. Look for a baseball slide. Nyla trying to go too far down. Ow! Ada tries to go flying to the outside of the ring to capitalize anyway. Nyla able to move out of the way just in time. Ada crashes in his first heavily. All the way up the rim now. Where the hell are you going? It's a dangerous from here, but I think Nyla Kimba. Look at the capitalized fire and carrying powerbomb on the steel. That was smart from Nyla. You have to be. Oh wait a minute. Hold on. Is she still? Oh, maybe look. Oh no! God! May have been looking for the moon shift. But good lord. Ada somehow able to recover from that powerbomb on the steel. Drop Nyla with the stomp to the steel. And back in the ring they go. Oh, Ayla trying to get a ball. Gets knocked off by 13XT Ada. 7-star lariat rocking. Ayla, Nyla back out of the ring trying to get back into the thing. Trying to save her partner. But Ada to be running the 7th Sanctum. Good God. Well, now you can see part of my reasoning for why 13XT is the best tag team around. Seriously. Snapmare. Oh, Nyla out of nowhere. Stopping Ada from getting any more offense on Ayla. Nyla now spinning around, laying a little bit of a spinning sidewalk slam, I believe. Now we're back in the ring. Not letting the countout happen. Ada follows after. Nyla able to counter. It's going to be a tightly contested and very competitive tag team matchup here. A TakeOver Bad Blood. The odds are almost even. Obviously, 13XT in hindsight have a little bit of a much in their favor, but even still, the amount of skill between the two puts them at even. Into Gary out of the quarter. Now on the top rope. What is Ada looking to do? Nyla being scouted. Ada with that cutthroat mentality. From the top. Lands a missile block it straight to the face of Nyla. And look at that, staring right down at her. Nyla has no idea what to do. Runs in. Oh, countered by Ada right the other way. A chop, two chops, right hand, from behind. Ada continuing this combination. Drops her off. KO to the back of the head. Base of the neck caught with a forearm. Nyla trying to crawl over to Ada looking for a sneaky tag, but Ada says no. Look at that, blocking the way. Putting the foot on the neck. Oh! Ayla knocking around that. He's got it up with the cockiness elbow drop over the rope. Nyla now trying to capitalize off the overconfidence of 13XT by an interior powerbomb connect. One of the signature moves of Nyla. Can she capitalize further? 13XT in the 7th Sanctum fights off the road. Looking for timber shots. Not quite. Ada able to avoid the temper shot attempt and dropped her with a knee. Nyla trying to fight back still though. Tempa driving Ada. Ada goes right back the other way. Ada takes it. Oh my God! What a move. Another one. Nyla rolled all the way this time. Kevin with a stomp to the back of the head. Nyla looking great so far. Still waiting for the tag to Ayla, as a matter of fact. Oh! Side right slam onto the back and pendulum right on that knee. Stretching the spine, trying to wear down Ada. Also, Ali is also not being tagged in this match. There's been no tags in this matchup so far. The competition is truly looking to show out. Homicide from Ada. And just like that, the mood has completely shifted, no pun intended, in this matchup. 13XD Ada takes control and is stomping the face of Nyla. Good Lord. Ada with Nyla in position. Into the corner we go. Nyla could be getting the first tag of the match here. With the not so good for Nyla. Tags in Ali. There we go. Yep. First tag of the match. Nearly 8 minutes in. Oh my Lord! What a move off the springboard. Nyla trying to crawl for the tag to Ayla, but now Ali. Forearm to the back of the head. Oh, Nyla. Good God, Nyla. Able to push her off. Exactly hurt Nyla. The drop kick. Ayla coming with a save. Trying to take to Ali. Over the back of the head. No. Ali able to move out of the way. Counter with the right. Ali. Bad position for Nyla to be. Oh, my Lord. It'll taking out Nyla with authority. An immortal neckbreaker. And once more, a second one from the ground. Two immortal neckbreakers to Nyla. Back to what deadlifted from the floor. Ali now going after Nyla. Nyla somehow able to counter. Look at this man. Nyla not giving up. That's why I love her. Look at this. Up and down. Slingshot off the rope. A suplex to try and put Ali back to the floor. Tempo now. Float over. A back suplex. Back flip through some rare athleticism from Nyla. A back rotation suplex. With Ali back on her feet. Could Nyla be looking for the game changer here? Looking for tempo shots, but no. Again, Ali once more. Immortal neckbreaker. Dropped her on the knee. Ali again though. Here we go once more. Just like a little bit before. Another immortal neckbreaker. Oh my God, she's going for a third! From the ground! 3 immortal neckbreakers! Is she going for, oh my God, she keeps going! How many is she gonna do? Oh! Ali dominating Nyla with multiple immortal neckbreakers, 4 of them! From behind now, more! Look at the black balloons! It was countered, but once again, Nyla goes down. 13XD is trying everything they can to keep wearing down Seven Saints, and whether it be power moves, whether it be moves like that. Even though they can't seem to hit the finish yet, these wear downs will definitely put it in commission for those two. A lariat from the ground. Ali still dominant as ever in a matchup. 13XD is completely in control. Ali now, oh God, here we go again, to the back of the neck, brutal move, this is just, oh, Ayla back in the ring, Ayla trying to stop, Ayla saving her partner, in the corner, trying to stop her up, but Ali, still with the 2v1 mentality. Nyla over the safety roll to the outside of the ring, with her partner, Ayla, all alone, black balloon. Ayla's not the leader woman though. Here comes Nyla! Freaking flattened by 13XD Ali. Ali now. Bad position! Black balloons! 13XD dominating. But Ayla! Stopping anything else from happening. Ali cannot believe she was saved enough. She didn't even know she was back to her feet. Shoulder blocked off the apron. Ali wiping out Ayla. Ayla is yet to be tagged into this match even more. Nyla has been taking a beating almost the whole entire time. Oh, look at that. Cheap shot from Ada on the apron, but I guess it is Warren's supposed to get it. Ayla gets her first shot! Turn it right back! Down goes Ada! Ali here with the timber cover shot, but Nyla knows she needs to do more. Cover shot number 2. Still on the able to knock her down again. Cover by Nyla. 2 in a row. Is it enough? Kick out at 2. Ada got in the ring to try and break it up. She was too late, but luckily for her. Oh! Ali was able to kick out. Black Widow out of nowhere. Covered by Ali. Ayla's able to save the day again. Not even able to get to a 1 count. Ali trying to strike. Ayla goes right back. Oh! Ayla with the right. Turn the back. Angel cry from Ayla. Here comes Ada. Ayla stops her out from behind. Ayla snapper. Wiping out Ada. Nyla now. The opportunity opens itself. Cutting powerbomb! That's the lead! A kick out, and there's Ada from behind, and no! Code red! Ayla screaming down, and a legal code red! Ayla getting knocked off! Oh! Ada gonna follow with a shooting star to the outside of the ring. Seven Sanctum. Oh, code red to Ayla. Being dominated. Trying for the immortal neckbreaker, but Nyla still has life. Somehow. Trying to knock her down, but again, just planted to the floor, no matter what she tried to do. 13 FTF on top of it. Central, no. Nyla moves. Dodging Ada as well. Nyla trying her best to keep them down here as long as possible. Move shit to Ada. What a finisher stuff from the knock. I gotta love it though. Nyla with the right. Pummeling Ali on the outside of the ring. The right forearm over and over. Crushing the face of Ali. Look at Nyla go. Crowd is fired up. On the outside now. Miami Kid powerbomb from Nyla. Count of 8. Nyla pushing Ali back in the ring. In position now. Nyla ready to end this thing. But look at this. Ada again. Oh. Tornado flatliner through the ropes. Look at that, man. Cheap. And down goes Ayla as well. Ada now. Trying for code red. Nyla counters with the power slam. Still alive. No matter what 13XT tries to do! Off the rope! Kicker shot! Landed on Ali! Covered by Nyla! No! Still! What is it gonna take? There's Ada again! 13XT continuing to go red! Ayla sees this, trying to come to her partner's aid! Ada able to counter back. Up in a position, a homicide down to the floor. Immortal neck breaker. And 13XT Ali. Ayla forced to roll back to the outside. Good God. 13XT. Oh my God, please. Oh! Black balloons. Ayla trying to save. Oh my God. Black balloons to Ayla as well. Nyla trying to come into the stage. Again, 7 Sanctum, man. Had a great start, but look at this. Reality starting to set in for the challengers. Ali sending Nyla into the corner. The worst place possible. Tag in Ada. Hooked up in a bad way. Boom! Rockstar made. Covered by Ada. 1, 2, 3. Breaks out of the last second! Saving the match for the 7 Sanctum! Ada immediately from the leg right down a drop again! Right there, the moment opened for the 7 Sanctum. Oh! Nyla! Saving her partner! Oh! Made shift from Nyla! Ali trying to attack, looking at the two-way back! Strike it away! In the corner! Flailing off! I'm stuck in a city! Nyla looking to win this thing for the 7th Sanctum. What a moment it would be, but is it even possible? Tag to Ayla. Has her hooked up on her shoulders. That's a knee. Oh, Nyla stopping Ali from getting involved. Move down. Ayla now. Kevin State to that. Champions are in trouble! He will never! Covered by Ayla! Nyla wins now! No! What the hell? How? The moment was right there! You had it in your grasp! Oh! The sign led to all the 7 states of winning the titles! Oh, the guy's out! Right down Ali! Right without... Uh-oh, she did not see Ayla. Ayla, no! Oh! Ayla did not see Ayla. Hooked on that hot rope when she made good. Showing the Ayla on the outside of the ring. 13 XP. Came third place. The Winnebago Championship. The 7th Sanctum were 1 count away on multiple different occasions. So far at the same exact time. Top rope. Ayla now. And Ayla hooked up in a bad position. Wait! Ayla trying to fight back! Ayla getting pushed off! The top rope! Ayla now! That's it! Kevin Gates cover! Running in! Trying to right to Ali, but Ali saving the day, breaking the count just in time. To the top once again. Pushed off though. Ayla runs through, trying to capitalize. Now Kevin from Ayla. Nyla right to Ali with the backbreaker and then a knee from Ayla. Taking out Nyla. But good measure. Code red from the champions. Ayla with Ayla in position. Back in the ring we go. Oh, lordy lord. Ayla. Hold red attempt now. Lead it through. Ayla! 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 Again! He got it again! Ayla never to Ayla! No! Ali! Not second working it up! And almost got on the straight to save the day! Oh! Ayla got the one through! Ayla never! Where did Nyla go? Nyla was just on the apron! How did she go? Oh no! Oh my god! Oh my god! No! Ayla gonna capitalize! Come red! That could be the other 2 members of 13XD! And that's how it ends! What? From Havoc, the 2 missing members of 13XD Group B lost the tag team titles recently and had a hard time to layers. But they're here.
Here are your winners and still Women's Tag Team Champions.
7th Sanctum might have had that. They might have had a chance, they could have become the new champions, but I completely forgot about the possibility of Group B making their debut. 13XD is almost whole once more. We're just missing the Alpha. But Group A and Group B reunited and still your champions.
How could you know, Jaden?
Just wanna let you know I love you, but
I don't wanna feel how I felt before. Running back to you, I'm running back to you. And I don't wanna feel how I felt before. Running back to you, I'm running back to you.
down so easily I frown, but I need you in my life. Our souls are intertwined. scared to tell you my problems, you seem abrasive. Running away from all of the drama, I've been evasive. Still thinking about it on a daily basis.
You used to say it was forever, I remember. I don't forget, I can't forget you. Got your makeup on my sweater, and I know that it's all over, but memories live forever. For the worse or for the better. Can't let you go, my whole leg. Can't let you go, and you know it. I put my all in, I give you whatever. Put my heart and you broke it. You were so selfish, nothing to help me. I was so blinded, but I couldn't help it. I don't wanna feel how I felt before. Running back to you, I'm running back to you. And I don't wanna feel how I felt before. Running back to you, I'm running back to you. All a little too much, and I'm in need of your love. Cause I don't wanna feel how I felt before. Running back to you, I'm running back to you.
Down so easily, from your words, they on my mind. But I'll lie and say I'm fine. When you put me down so easily, from, but I need you in my life. Our souls are intertwined.
I'm running back to you.
How could you know, Jaden? How could you know? How could you know? How could you know, Jaden?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Time is ticking, I don't have a lot left. My drug dealer put me on the block list. On my tongue plays a top, I'm a hot mess. Had an underwater dream with a Loch Ness. Wow, I will never trust again. Till you I gave up my soul. I could never love again. You did not hold your bargain. I don't wanna see tomorrow. Baby, tell me if your heart's broke. Internally, I feel sorrow. You're hurting me just about as one convo. Yeah. Psychic, I can read your mind, whoa. Come close, baby, keep your eyes closed. Side note, baby, I'm a psycho. 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 Side note, baby, I'm excited. Yeah, tick 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 boom. I'm the flyest motherfucker stepping in the room. They know I'm on acid and I'm rolling off the shrooms. I have more money than your boss and I'm tougher than your gold. No, no, I can't let you break me. Once again, nobody can save me. Love me or do they really hate me? That's the reason that they think I'm a crazy, crazy. And I'm losing it, and I'm falling off. You get married, better call it off. Time is ticking, I don't have a lot left. My drug dealer put me on the block list. On my tongue plays a top, I'm a hot mess. Had an underwater dream with a Loch Ness. Wow, I will never trust again. Till you I gave up my soul. I could never love
you can't be right here. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. Told you I changed, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. Told you I changed, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay. When I'm away from you, I miss your touch. You're the reason I believe in love. It's been difficult for me to trust, and I'm afraid that I'ma fuck it up. Ain't no way that I can leave you stranded, cause you ain't never left me empty-handed. And you know that I can't live without you. So baby, stay. I'd be fucked up if you can't be right here. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. Told you I changed, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. Told you I changed, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay.
How could you know, Jaden?
Admire me and inspire me. I'll do the same thing for you, that's the irony. All these arguments are starting to get trifling. Teardrops, weed smoke, we gon' need some Visine. Admire me and inspire me. I'll do the same thing for you, that's the irony. All these arguments are starting to get trifling. Teardrops, weed smoke, we gon' need some Visine. Let me hit it, hit it. I remember the first time you let me hit it, hit it. I remember the first time that we was kissing, kissing. So if you leave, I'll miss it. Baby, let's be realistic and a little optimistic. Tell me that you dying with me and that you riding with me. You know that I ride with Simi. I give a fuck nigga plenty. Really, 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 really. Fussing and fighting, that shit be silly. You wanted to ride just like a Willie. Really, 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 really. Tell me, are you fucking with me? Or are you just fucking kidding? Fuck ups, yeah, I had too many. Still deserve a happy ending. All those drugs that I was taking, almost had an early ending. All that shit that he was talking, almost had an early ending. Back on point, kiss my neck while I roll this joint. Moan real loud, let me hear your voice. Together forever, won't have no choice. But I wouldn't trust me with your soul. That shit fuck around and get sold. I went platinum without trying. Niggas be busting they ass for gold. Admire me and inspire me. I'll do the same thing for you, that's the irony. All these arguments are starting to get trifling. Teardrops, weed smoke, we gon' need some Visine. Admire me and inspire me. I'll do the same thing for you, that's the irony. All these arguments are starting to get trifling. Teardrops, weed smoke, we gon' need some Visine.
How could you know, Jaden?
And so 13XD gets even stronger. I'm not ready for that, but I'm also not ready for what could be taking place next. It is a one-on-one matchup between Rahul Ishan and Butch. This man has quite a bit of history.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, weighing in at 271 pounds.
Back at TakeOver Unforgiven near the beginning of this year, it was a matchup between the Outlaw and Rahul Ishan. Rahul got the win. After the match, Out King Butch, for seemingly no reason at the time, and I'm just gonna be straight up with you, he broke Rahul Ishan's neck. Pile driver off the apron to the floor. Rahul Ishan's neck was broken, and that it's typically not very good for your health. You know, don't take it from me, you know, but I don't think a broken neck would be too good, personally, if you ask me. But even with that being the case, Rahul Ishan was out for a while. He came back to the Royal Rumble, made his return, and went right after Butch as he came back. And understandably so as well, because Rahuli Shawn wants some vengeance for what Butch did to him. He took quite a few months off of his career, almost a whole year off of his career. So obviously Rahuli Shawn is going to have some grudges that he wants to fill. Butch, on the other hand, well, I like to say that this is not really going to get much better for Rahul. As much as I love Rahul and want him to be able to complete this goal and get his revenge, we're dealing with Butch here, alright? Butch is the man that broke his neck. Same with Akuma, same with Logan, same with, well, I mean, almost a couple different people, honestly. Butch has done almost more than anybody else has in this company in not even a year that he's been here. He hasn't even hit the 1 year mark, and he is already one of the top stars in this
from
company.
Bucharest, Romania, weighing in at 228 pounds, Butch.
He won the World Tournament earlier this year. Butch, the sole survivor in the Survivor Series matchup 2, of course, at Survivor Series, had a very good Royal Rumble showing. I mean, Butch has been on another level in this year, and he only just made his debut this year. And then he's got so much he can do, so many opportunities that he can have. He's even gone against 13 up the Alpha in a dark match. Granted, that one didn't end as well for him, but still, the fact that he even had the balls to go up against the Alpha out of all the people puts him on a different level than anybody else I've ever seen. He did probably some of the best fight I've ever seen. Alpha probably thinks it's the toughest challenge that she's ever had. That definitely puts Butch on a higher level than most people, but also with Akuma making his return recently. Of course, Butch has a lot of enemies, you know? We have enemies with Logan Freeman, Akuma, Rahuli Shawn, and he's building more and more recently. Oh! And Rahuli Shawn not going to hold back at all, as you have to expect. But again, even with that in mind, here's the question that I have to pose. Is Butch going to break Rahuli's neck again? And I asked that question, I feel like it would be obvious. If here's why the question should be asked. Because obviously after Akuma made his return at TakeOver Rebellion, stopping the match from happening between Butch and Ace. Obviously they had to find a replacement, in which was Matthew Cage, who ended up winning. Butch did not get his opportunity, as he shouldn't. Butch did not deserve that opportunity, not because he isn't good, because of what he's done to people. Obviously, morally, he does not deserve that opportunity. Look at Rahul, by the way, just pounds Butch almost over the top rope. That is impressive. Butch forced to roll to the outside. Is Rahul gonna... Pause on that thought I was talking about with Butch and Akuma. Is Rahul about to fly? Oh my god, he is! Oh, and he will! Oh my lord! Rahul soaring through the sky. What a versatile competitor. Even for his size, man. That is incredible. The Keith Lee of velocity. Over the top. Oh, again! Look at that. A vaulting body press. Such skill, such athleticism, such strength from Rahuli Shawn. Now right over the floor. What I was saying about, oh my god, dude. What I was saying about Akuma, when he made his return call to the match the week after, in her 2, I guess the next 2 weeks, he had talked to Butch about that. And he basically told him what everybody's been saying. You don't deserve this opportunity after what you did. You think I was just going to let you have that opportunity? No. I was going to make you pay for what you did. You took months off my career. I missed the World Tournament because of you. So no, I'm not going to let you walk away unscathed. Obviously that all makes sense. Oh my god, powerbomb attempt. Butch with a beautiful Hurricane Rana counter. Butch with his own versatility. He's gonna lead into the World Tournament winner. He hit Rafael Draco in the World Tournament. It's something that nobody else has been able to do. So that should be mentioned too. Beautiful knee strike out of nowhere. Blocking Rahuli Shawn. But even with that being said, when it comes to Akuma, even with all that hatred, he still found it in him to give him a chance. He basically told Butch in the shortest way possible. I'll tell it to you in the shortest way possible. He basically told Butch, I don't hate you. You can still redeem yourself. Which was crazy because he broke his neck. It's like, how are you going to tell a guy that he can redeem himself after what he did to you? But that's what it is, man. Butch seemed different. Butch seemed off. Ever since that match with 13XP Alpha took place, Butch just seemed different. He seemed less, psychotic, let's say. I mean, I'm probably foolishly even thinking that. Granted, he'll probably end up, doing the classic thing that Butch always does, but even still, an interesting point that you want to bring up. This match is the way you can prove it, depending on if Butch tried to end Rahuli Shawn for good. Butch has always blamed it on his mask that we saw during his entrance, though he did stop wearing the mask In the ring at least, looking for the straight jacket DDT, no. Holy Sean, able to make out of it just in time. Oh! Nademoya! Rahul just hit him with an own move! Rahul Sean, not playing around! In the ring! Rahul now! Standing up! Dude, he actually hit him with his own, he just turned him inside out. He hit him with his own move. I love the disrespect though, truly I do. Butch stuck in a bad way, he flipped the wrong way though. Rahul can't hit the moonsault like that. Flipping Butch over, is he still going to be able to connect it? Has it been too long? Can Butch recover? Move! No, he got it still! Oh my god, back to a feet, hold on, we're not done. Good lord, Rahul! Look at him, it's the job! Indian Pride! Cover by Rahul! No! Not enough. Butch is still as good without the mask. Holy Sean talking smash. Down to Butch. Springboard. Crossbody. Butch though runs up to the apron. Does not allow that to be hit. And Butch will capitalize with the forearm off the apron. So yes, Butch has stopped wearing his mask to the ring. Or sorry, in the ring. He wears his mask to the ring. We saw it obviously in his entrance, but he doesn't wear it while fighting anymore. Backed up cutter! But he certainly is aggressive. That'll never change, despite his intention. But Nademoya no! Rahul Sean able to duck under and counter. Oh, headbutt run through. Once again. Oh! Powerbomb! Countered by Rahul Sean. Yet again, another opening for the Indian Pride. Top rope Sean. From the heavens! Oh, what? What the hell? Did he just no still that? Look at Nademoya! Counted again by Rahul! Butch is a monster, man. That will never change. Still getting to his feet. Pounds on him again, no! Butch able to move out of the way this time. Run through from behind. Butch! What is he thinking from this position? Drops him. KO! Butch is trying to maul Rahul Sean even without using a pile driver that he usually does. While he doesn't wear the mask anymore to the ring, we have that vicious looking face paint still. Still not showing his true face, even at this moment. And look at this combination, all of these men. Butch, stone cold killer in the ring. Putting him right on the top rope and digging the knees into the head of Sean. And Butch staring him down, scouting out Rahul Sean as he tries to muscle himself back to his feet. Here comes Butch! Oh, he's getting the extra momentum! And he goes flying! Building up extra speed to worsen the damage for Rahul Sean. A little more risky, but it paid off. Butch jumping to the top rope. Rahul trying to get back to his feet. Butch had that scouted. And he's confident about it too. A more less common collected one. Looking for the DDT from the top. Rahul Sean able to avoid it. Looking for the elbow. Butch able to avoid that too. Right hand. Rahul caught with the top. No counter. Rahul doing his own work. Bouncing him off the rope. Powerbomb! Sean still in an advantage. Looking great, looking at an active and Butch back up, trying to clock him. Rahul Sean though, running up. Oh my god! Hip toss into a choke slam from the beach in the east. Butch now grabbing Rahul. Good god! Up and down on the knee. Still aggressive, man. Oh my lord. Still a lot of questions surrounding exactly what Butch is going to do, especially seeing one of the previous weeks of the last week where he didn't help Dallas Dalton and Logan Freeman together. He's the one that hired Dallas Dalton to do that work on the Logan Freeman. So it's a little bit confusing as to what his intentions are. Fisherman suplex from the whole beautiful move, man. My goodness. The whole scouting out Butch. Jumping far across body. So athletic, Rahul Shan tossing him again, such power at the same time. Rahul looking for Indian pride. Butch able to counter regardless. But still, oh my god, oh no, here he goes! I told you! Wait, no, what? What the hell? What? Turned it around, put him, oh my god! What? Did Butch change his mind? Butch was ready for the 7th heaven pile driver, but he changed his mind, put him back down, and just hit him with the boot instead. He changed his mind. Butch still straight jacket DDT. This is what's so confusing because Butch gives off the same vibe that he does as he always has, but the stuff that he does is not the same as before. Nanda Roya Ted Rahul not able to do it. Oh my god! Ishan! Indian pride! Butch didn't hit the 7th heaven! Is that going to be the opening? Rahul Ishan! Up top! From the heaven! So connect! There it is! What? To the whole one? No! God! Ready to clown! Trying to get involved in Rahul's business! Probably becoming shady! Just laughing at him! Winnie the Clown! Oh no! He caught Rahul! Nandiamoya! Cover by Butch! And another win for Butch! But as usual, questions arise. Coming out of TakeOver Bad Blood when it had anything to do with Butch. What exactly was going through his head? That was interesting. The way Butch changed his mind, the way he decided, you know what? I'm not going to do this. I don't quite understand it, but I guess we're going to, I don't know if Butch is going to actually give us the answer or what. Very, very interesting on the part of Butch though. Another win with a little assistance from Vinny, but the intentions are still being questioned. Well, we continue on regardless. One of the more anticipated matchups in terms of how the match quality could be one of the best matches, if not the best match of the night.
The following contest is a submission match. Making her way to the ring from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Caitlin Bell.
Katie Bell, Montreal born, a submission specialist, a high flyer, good at everything she can. She has power, she has strength, she has high flying, she has technical ability, she has striking ethnicity. What? Not striking, what's the word? Not ethnicity, that's a completely different thing. Striking proficiency? Strike proficiency? Okay, look, you probably know what I meant. I don't know how that happened. There's your mover of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Regardless, a submission match. Katie Bell and Sadie Blood. Sadie, of course, though, is a submission specialist in her own right. She has a submission finisher, the Bloodlock. So Sadie may have a little bit of an advantage when it comes to submission pressure. Obviously, you have to expect that from somebody who has a submission finisher, as where Katie does not. But then again, Katie may be able to go around to
Romania.
Sadie Blood from Romania, very different places these two were born, but the same goal in mind. Sadie Blood, we're going to capitalize and get a nice win, a bounce-back win in her career here tonight at TakeOver Bad Blood, while Katie Bell looking to get her first pay-per-view win ever, and also at the same time advance her career even further by beating Sadie Blood. What an opportunity that would be. But the question is, are we going to see Vinny a clown here tonight? He's obviously not by Sadie's side to start this thing, but obviously we saw Vinny just moments ago when he crossed the Holy John the match. Most likely at Sadie's order. Sadie and Butch have that in common. They make a lot of enemies. Sadie making enemies with Katie Bell, making enemies with Rahul Shan. While on the other hand, Butch has Rahul and and Logan. Good God! We saw out one takeover, silver takeover, Katie Bell. Not wasting any time. Sadie is pissed. She's not looking to deal with Sadie any longer than she needs to. Katie Bell attempt at Gary. Hooks down to the quad. Katie Bell is starting off hot and ready. Katie wants to end this thing sooner than it started. Trying to make sure the entrances are longer than the match. Look at this! Katie Bell! My God! To the side! Over and over and over again! The aggression! Sadie messed with the wrong person! Katie warned her not to mess around! But look at what's happening. Sadie messed around and found out. Look at this. Katie Bell, oh my God! Starbright Timer! Sadie's being killed! We just got started! Density! What's up? We just started! Submission match rules! And there we go! Katie Bell locking in a submission! We just started! Is it gonna be the end already? Sadie Blood getting pummeled at the start of this thing. Now being locked in a brutal submission. It's Katie Bell gonna be able to squash Sadie Blood. Sadie trying to hang on. Able to get out of it. Rolls her through. Sadie stays alive somehow. Sadie went through. Jock under. Katie counter. Boom! Roundhouse right across the chest. Drop kick to the side of the head. No. Sadie Blood able to move out of the way. Good Lord, what a match so far. Oh! Katie Bell! Just knocked her right back down! Katie now! Ground and pound! Look at these close strikes! Coming in the face of Sadie Blood! Locking in an armbar! Katie Bell! Trying to dominate Sadie Blood! And it's working! Look at this, man! When has Sadie Blood ever struggled this much against an opponent? At the beginning of a matchup, maybe Malaya, but that's the only person I can think of. Where did that put Katie Bell on the map? That's your answer. Able to break out of it though. Sadie not going to tap out quite yet. Sadie's still alive. Yes, drag it anyway! Look at Katie go! Oh my God, another submission. Good God. Katie Bell, look at this! Sadie is getting absolutely made. She's made him look like a clown. Nobody intended when it comes to Mickey, but still. Katie Bell wrenching the back and the leg, crossing them up. Basically crossing into the floor. Sadie able to break out of it, flipping her through again. Oh! Super kick out of nowhere. Man just pissed Sadie off. Clearing all of that, but by God, she has to be more hurt than Yoko! One kick from Sadie. And now she might just even the odds. Everything that Katie has done so far has just been squandered by Sadie Blood. Momentum immediately shifted. Bloodlock is in. The submission finisher I was talking about. Wrenching the arms in the back. Look at that position. So uncomfortable. Is that really... I'm coughing. It's so uncomfortable. I'm choking on air. Oh! Katie able to break out of it still. Katie went through, oh, counter, Sadie Blood, drop kick right through. What a match so far. We just only got this thing started nearly, and they are tearing the house down. Stomping out Katie at every turn that she can. Sadie Blood now. Oh, man! A rolling death block on Katie Bell. Went right near the rope. Katie trying to break out of it. Sadie's got this thing fully locked in though. Good God, man. A beautiful barrage of submissions we've never seen before because not many people do submissions as a whole in a match. Every now and then we'll see them, but this is the kind of thing that they can do. We just never knew of. Oh, Katie chopping the leg of Sadie Blood with the right hand as well. Able to break out of it. Looking for a kick to the leg. Sadie was able to go back and counter once more. Sadie Blood, let it fly, standing up to the ground with it. Sadie from behind, grabbing Katie Bell. Oh my God! Inverted Frankensteiner, head first into the floor. Katie Bell being, brought back down to earth by Sadie Blood. Look at this. Right in the nose! How would you bite the nose? Oh my God! Wow, Katie is proven, oh my God, Katie is proven to do a lot more than I thought she'd do. I mean, I knew Katie was good. She always has been, but on the level that she is now, this is some brutality that I have not seen from Katie in a little while. And I love it. I do. As much as I want Katie to win, I cannot deny how awesome it is to see Katie Blood like she is now. Frog Splash to the spine. A whole arsenal of different moves we don't see very often from someone like Katie Blood. Hurricane Rana to counter. What is Katie Blood thinking? Dumping out the legs of Katie Bell as much as she can. Oh boy! Locking in a sharpshooter! Sharpshooter being locked in by Katie Bell. Struggling to break out of it. Is she trying to... Katie's trying to crawl! Katie's trying to crawl to the ropes! Look at her rope break! Trying to get her hand on it. She's so close! Inches away! But Katie Blood is dragging her back! Slowly but surely! Edging her back to the center of the ring! She was so close to grabbing her rope, but Katie Blood repositions her! Trying to tap her out in the center of the ring! Just in time. Oh, wait a minute! Katie Bell able to flip her off of it though! Bell! Oh! Caught with a super kick! Bell back up! Super kick of her own! Katie got the front kick! What the hell? Katie now! From behind! Another blood lock! It's here locked in! Katie Blood and Katie going back and forth with everything and anything they can! Super kick back and forth, the Blood kick out of nowhere. Blood lock is in. Could this mark the end of Katie Bell here in this matchup? And what a match it's been so far, but Katie Blood, 20 seconds locked into a submission so far. 20 seconds feels a lot longer than you think when you're in a submission hold like this. Katie struggling, trying to kick her way out of it, but no, there is no way. Katie is behind her lock, she can't even move her arm. She has to move her body to get out of it. She has to reverse the pressure. But she can't. Katie still has it locked in. 45 seconds of this submission being held. You can see Katie Bell starting to slow. She might pass out from this thing, man. Passing out from pain. It's a valiant thing that doesn't happen super often, but it might happen here. The submission is still locked in. It's in 1 minute. Katie Bell is barely moving at the point. The referee might have to call it. Katie might just be out. I think Katie kind of knows that. She's going to keep it locked in, though. You have to. Katie Bell barely moving. Rocking back and forth with the pressure from Katie Blood's submission. Look at the angle of the arms, the back, the neck being cranked. I think the ref's got to call it, man. Katie's trying to move a little bit more. Is she still fighting? What the hell? Is Katie still fighting? Katie's trying to break out of it. Katie's still alive. She was out, but she's back in. Katie to Starboy final. Can you believe this? Katie Bell, round off to the skull. Somehow, Bell still has fight left in her. In the corner now! Gravity Fly! Katie Bell! There it is! Looking for another armbar! And it's trying to be locked in! No! Katie blocking it! Not allowing it to fully get locked in. Not gonna keep both of them. Blood kick, no! Jumped under by Katie Bell! Bell! The super kick to the back of the head! What a match! Everything you have to expect from a Katie Bell pay-per-view match that's not even over yet. To the outside of the ring. Goes Katie. What the hell is Katie planning? What? Oh, goes for the rope tornado DDT! What a move! Creative on the part of Katie Bell. My God. Katie Bell now. Katie back to her feet. Katie tells her game over. Boom! Dragon Rana off the springboard. Crowd heating up for Katie Bell. From the right. Oh, wait, no. Sadie counters. Sadie counters from behind. No. What's out of it? Oh, look at Sadie. No. No. Look at Sadie. Locked in submission. What a sequence. Katie Bell got it in. Last chancery from Katie Bell. What a sequence back and forth. And look at how Sadie's neck is being torn. The two of them tearing the house down here. A takeover Bad Blood. Is Sadie Bell? Oh, Sadie Blood gonna tap it out? No. Grab the arm, able to get out of it. Oh my God. What a right hand. Sadie Blood. Back to her feet again. Ducked under. Back. Left. Sadie trying to punch her way out of it. Keeps it in. From behind. Locked through. Boom. German suplex. Continuing it on. The Coleman. Able to get out of it. Sadie now. It's locked in. Look at that. An arm trap across face. Another sequence in this time. Katie Bell again able to get the better of Sadie Blood. There's a reason she's called the best in-ring performer in the world. And this is proving it. Sadie Blood, her neck being pulled back by Katie Bell. This might have to be it right here. Wait, Katie's trying to get out of it. She's able to get out. How is this match still going? We're watching. No. I definitely would have tapped out by now if I were either of the two. I would have tapped out at the beginning of the match. Oh! Back tail suplex into the corner. The outside shooting star face plant. Katie able to move out of the way. Nailed her with the drop kick. No. Katie getting out of the way. Just in time. Katie Bell now. From behind. Super kicking across the floor. Oh my God. And here we go. Katie Bell is looking to take this to the next level of pain. Katie has done nothing but piss her off. And Katie has had enough. She's going to end this thing right here, right now. Oh my, what the hell is she going to do from up here though? Oh no. Going right through the announce table. And I think this could be the beginning of the end with Sadie Blood. Back to her feet, Katie Bell. Oh, she's gonna do another one. Number two. Katie is down and out, and what is Katie Bell gonna do now? Oh, what? Wait for her destiny, but stop! Submission rules! Katie Bell, neck breaker, keeps it on, locks it in again! Last chanceling from Katie Bell! Could this be the beginning of the end? Katie Bell with the opportunity of a left. What? Oh, hey, no! Look at the take it out! Damn it, no! The pin fires! No! Someone looking for blood! You gotta be joking! Keely! Butterfly Potter! Charlie rolls out! Keely jumps out! Sadie has recovered! The Starbright just saved the match! For Sadie Blood! Blood kick! You gotta be kidding! From behind! Blood Rock is in! On Katie Bell! This is some BS! The Spitfires have lost before to Katie Bell! And that is just, it's flowing over now. They're so jealous, so salty. I think they built some sort of alliance with Sadie Blood, even though Sadie's beaten them before. Some sort of mutual agreement to take down Katie together. Bloodlock still wrenching, just like earlier in this match, a couple of different times. And Katie Bell is still refusing to tap. I respect it, but you have to for your own health. I don't think I can't chance for you getting out of another one. 45 seconds of this submission has been in so far. She was able to last a little over a minute before. We're nearing that mark. It's been just about a minute now since the submission has been locked in. Katie Bell has been struggling to get out of it. Still trying to keep life in her. Still trying to survive. Just a little bit longer to break out of it. But she's starting to fade. I can see it in her movement. Katie trying to shake it off. Trying to keep her brain alive. But there it is. Look at that. Slowly. The nerves shutting down. The Katie Bell brain. The blood flow being stopped. Brain going into survival mode. And this submission is still locked in. And it does not look to be ending anytime soon. A minute and 45 seconds just about. This has been locked in. Katie is still refusing to tap out. Well, I think the referee's got to call this now. I said it before, it didn't look like it was going to happen, but the 2-minute mark, this submission has been for 2 whole minutes. Katie's out. She's not even moving. Katie's out. You have to call it. You can't. You can't. And there it is. There it is. Rick had no choice but to call the bell. Katie Bell wasn't out. The match was over. With the Spitfire's help, Katie Bell walked out of bad blood with the victory. Sadie's blood joining herself in a alliance because she knows she cannot beat Katie Bell clean. Not a damn chance in the world. Well, after a hard-to-watch finish to that matchup, we must move on with the show. It is the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. First time ever in Velocity. And look who enters first.
Is the Money in the Bank ladder match. To win this match, the winner is a superstar who climbs up the ladder and retrieves a briefcase with a contract inside of it to be cashed in over the next year, anytime, any place. Making her way to the ring from Kyoto, Japan,
Kaylee Tsudoshi, who we just saw coming out of that match with Sadie and Katie, helping Sadie Blood get the win. And I gotta tell ya, Kaylee Tsudoshi probably is on her high horse right now after that. He's probably walking into this Money in the Bank ladder match pretty confident because of what just happened. I would not doubt that at all. Kaylee Tsudoshi and Charlie Wood costing Katie Bell the match. Kaylee has a pretty good shot at winning here. Spitfires could have a very good opportunity at getting a title in their team if Kaylee Tsudoshi is able to win the ladder match here. Obviously, Charlie Woods is not in this match. She was not able to contend, mostly because she wasn't able to win recently. We're staying with Kaylee, but at least Kaylee's done a little bit more, right? Even with that in mind,
from New Orleans, Louisiana,
here comes Carly Fan. Sadly to say, one of the favorites to win this match. Even after everything that she has done, I still think it holds true. As much as I dislike Carly Fan, she is very good, and that's what's the most disappointing part about it all is. Carly Fan, my favorite to win this match, and alongside some of the others in this match that are favorites. Also in this match we have Angelica Lopez, Deante Carter, and Shannon Rose, who I also think are all favorites. Then we also have Rachel Stone, who I think has a chance, but once again, is not quite on the level of the other people. No disrespect to Rachel Stone, it's just when you look at Shannon and Carly and Angelica and Deante and all that, you can't really put Rachel Stone at the same level, and even Kaylee Tsudoshi in a way. Rachel Stone has the least likely chance, in my opinion, of walking out of this match with that contract. But then again, anything can happen. We could see a crazy surprise here tonight. We've seen some crazy surprises before, so it wouldn't shock me 100%. It would shock me in a way, but not like in that way. It's like, oh my god, truly anything can happen. But here comes one of the other competitors, possibly the favorite, the number one favorite to win this entire thing, Angelica Lopez, former women's champion and former TakeOver women's champion in her own right. From Indianapolis, Indiana, Angela Lopez. Angelica Lopez helped guide the Ascension to winning their first tag team championship as well at Worlds Collide. So she is in a team with tag team champions as well. That doesn't tell you just how good Angelica Lopez is by herself and mentoring others. You know now that she is going to be, if not one of, if not the biggest threat in this matchup. Obviously, there's a lot of new talent that have a chance at winning this Money in the Bank contract, such as Deontay Carter, such as Shannon Rose, and stuff like that. Even Keely making a Velocity debut earlier this year, and Rachel Stone as well. Angelica Lopez, though, could shut all of that down, show the newcomers who've been running this place for almost 3 years by now. Angelica Lopez started out as a despised heel, went to being a lovable babyface, and now being a lovable heel, arguably. I don't really think anybody dislikes Angelica Lopez. She's much different than her bad self back in year 1, and at the beginning of year 2 as well. I think we can say that for sure. Now she's just kind of cool, right? But our next entrant, somebody who originally was not going to be in a ladder match, but because earlier that night she lost against Suji Giri, the loser went to the Money in the Bank ladder match, and Shannon sadly lost that match. She lost that match because of Rachel Stone costing her the match, getting involved, costing her the championship. But this is Shannon Rose's second match of the night. She's already wrestled Suji Giri in a pretty hard-hitting match earlier, almost won the TakeOver Women's Championship as well. Of course, Rachel Stone costing her. Rachel Stone is also in this match, which I believe Shannon Rose will probably try to go after her a little bit, which I would understand. Although Suji wants to lose this match, this would be Suji Giri instead of Shannon Rose, but of course it is not. Shannon had a chance to become TakeOver Women's Champion, now has a chance to become Miss Money in the Bank. After that didn't quite go right for her. Shannon Rose, though, even though she's very new, she has a very good shot at walking out with that championship. Here tonight at TakeOver Bad Blood, a former North American champion down in Havoc, GCW's developmental system. Shannon Rose knows what she's doing. She knows how to hold these contracts better than most others. And that's what's very beautiful about Shannon Rose and all her good stuff. I mean, Shannon Rose is good at this shit. She is a professional wrestler for a reason. She came to the main roster for a reason. And I think we're probably going to learn that here tonight, whether she wins or loses. She will put on a show, especially regarding Mrs. Delta wrestling the second match of the night as well. But the next opponent, another rising star that has proven to be great things so far, Deontay Carter, gonna march her way down to the ring, 1/3 of the Misfits and 1/5 of Raphael's brutal faction.
And from Seattle, Washington,
Deontay Carter made her debut right after the World Tournament. And a little bit of an interview. She didn't have quite an interview. She had her in-ring. What the hell did I just say? Didn't have her in-ring debut match until a few weeks after, when she wrestled Paige or Paige, whatever, right? She wrestled her and had a great finish to that match. It was like a attitude adjustment counter off the springboard into I don't even know anymore, bro. Still though, it looked amazing. And even after all those crazy in-ring, abilities, she's still also part of one of the most dominant factions of this day. Raphael Draco's new faction, consisting of Sean Carter, Travis Carter, Deontay Carter, Isaiah Draco, and of course the man himself, the Chaos Champion, Raphael Draco. Deontay has an incredibly bright future.
and from Cherry Hill, New Jersey, Rachel Stone.
We know after Angelica Lopez got the win over Katie Blood last week because of Vinny the Clown, Katie getting involved too because of Vinny the Clown in the back of the head. Deontay has come out after the match and made sure to warn Angelica that they were after the Ascension Tag Team Championship. The Misfits were going to be the ones to dethrone the Ascension. Deontay made that very clear to Angelica. She also told her, if me and you have any problems, I will not hesitate to settle it in the ring with you. So, Deontay Carter is not scared of somebody like Angelica Lopez. Typically, you should be and you would be. But Deontay is not. Deontay does not fear Angelica Lopez. And that kind of confidence can be good and bad depending on the context. But of course, Rachel Stone just made her entrance. Helping. Oh, look at that. Shannon Rose immediately going after Rachel Stone. Rachel, of course, aligning herself with Suji Giri in some sort of way, at least. Maybe a non-verbal, I don't even know. Aligning herself with Garland, still helping. Oh, Suji with him, the championship. Shannon's not going to take that lightly. Carly Sand being dropped by Deontay. in the ring as well. Now, here's the thing that you have to wonder in this kind of matchup. There's a lot of potential for some interesting winners. I can see a world where Kiwi Judoshi wins. I can see a world where Rachel Stone wins. And probably maybe try to hold out the champion. Oh, beautiful clothesline by Deante. I can see that as well. I can see a world where Carly Sam wins and completely screws over Cat Easley in her future thing. We saw earlier tonight where Carly Sam cost Cat Easley possibly the championship in her opening match of the night. I can also see a world with Angelica Lopez who gets some redemption for herself and finally slides up the card like she was before. I can see a world with Deante Carter win, making a crazy debut and finally moving to her faction, giving a little bit more leeway, doing what her faction said, and getting some gold and being dominant for the family. And then last but not least, I can see a world where Shannon Rose is able to win and get some leeway for what happened earlier tonight with CG Geary and Rachel Stone. There are reasons for everybody to win this match. Redemption stories from all around, even Keely Judoshi. Everybody has a chance, everybody has a motive, everybody has a reason. Everybody has an opportunity, some bigger than others, to win this match and become the first ever Velocity Miss Money in the Bank. Angelica and Shannon doing a little bit of a double team on Rachel Stone. Back in the ring we go. Oh, knee counter. Beautiful move by Carly Sandler. Foot right up the face. Boom! Running on right for the Shannon Rose from Rachel Stone. Still continuing some animosity between the two. Chair shot from Deante to Shannon Rose. All alone in the ring. Deante Carter with that chair going right after Shannon. Look from behind. Angelica Lopez trying to knock her down with the chair. Deante goes right back. Oh, beautiful counter by Angelica Lopez. Off the springboard, capitalizing again. Back and forth now between Angelica and Deante. The two of them fighting as Deante warns them. Arm drag, beautiful counter by Carter. Boom! Clothesline two. Carly and Shannon Rose fighting on the right side of it. Oh! Pump handle suplex on the ladder from Shannon Rose. Now Deante ground upon him. Angelica, you can see Rachel and Keely Judoshi fighting over there on the right side near on the next table. Angelica Rose to the outside of the ring. Deante was able to get the better of Lopez eventually in the end. Shannon Rose! Oh my God! Hyper suplex on the ladder. Good Lord, Shannon. Oh, look for double knee. Carly over the ladder. Can we move the camera back in? I can barely see shit. Carly Sam, a gut wrench suplex. Angelica setting up the ladder in the ring. And Lopez gonna climb it. Wanting to win this thing sooner than later. Deante thinking about going out, but she sees that Angelica Lopez trying to capture the briefcase in this matchup. 5 runs need to be knocked off down for Angelica Lopez. Deante Carter now reaches for the briefcase. Looking to capture the Money in the Bank contract for the first time in Velocity Women's history. We saw Dallas Dalton. Oh, win the men's earlier. Shannon Rose. And let's just drop back to the head on the ladder. Good God. Oh, yes, walking to Angelica. Shannon Rose goes. Oh, Deante goes right back to the spinning kick. We saw Dallas Dalton win the men's Money in the Bank earlier tonight. Who's going to be joining Dallas Dalton to be the first Velocity Money in the Bank holder for each gender? Oh, Rachel Stone with a sunset power on the Carly on the outside of the ring. Deante and Shannon in the center of the ring, going back and forth. Counter! With Katie in from Shannon. I forgot her name here. I didn't. I shouldn't. Oh! Shannon poked her in the eyes. Uh-oh. There they go. 1-0 from Shannon Rose. Knocking out 2-0. Keely Judoshi pushed the ladder underneath Deante and Shannon. Double teaming Deante with a smart move by pushing the ladder underneath. Oh! Oh God! Carly from behind. Shannon Rose going right after Carly Sam, trying to jump on top. Carly able to avoid that. Shannon off the rope. Boom! Right to the spine of Carly Sam. Right from behind. And a strike right on to Carly Sam. Keely trying to grab the briefcase. Shannon meeting her at the top. Shannon and Deante trying to take out Keely Judoshi. Uh-oh. Deante! Powerbomb on the ladder! Keely is wiped out. Now Angelica from behind. Down goes Shannon Rose. Angelica climbing to the top of the ladder. Deante keeps it. Oh, Carly Sam! Springboard dropkick, knocking the ladder from underneath. Wiping out Rachel, and now Angelica also hanging. German suplex on the ladder. Uh-oh. Oh, God! Angelica just went out. Shannon Rose just wiped out Carly Sam as well. Look at Deante now. D&D! Do not disturb. The Shannon Rose runs through. Whipwood finish fly. A crash landing from Carly Sam. Tequila Kidoshi back and forth and everybody in, not in the oh! Right on the kendo stick. The Shannon Rose to the legs and the spine. Obviously, Rachel and Shannon were going to have their animosity towards each other coming from earlier in the night. Angelica out of nowhere with the boot to Rachel Stone. Shannon throwing her off the rope. Crash market attempt. Angelica with a counter. Oh, and a boot to Deonti. What a fast-paced matchup, man. Off and everywhere you go. Rachel looking for the DDT counter though. Deonti corner gets out of it. Angelica knocking Shannon off the apron. Deonti stopping Rachel Stone's offensive back, but from behind there, Lopez wiping out Deonti. Ladder goes down, takes out Keely at the same time. Lopez doing great things in the room right there after a second. Ladder right across the face of Deonti Carter. Keely stuck in a bad play. Oh God! Angelica striking away on the spine and Keely Kidoshi. Angelica Lopez climbing to the top of the ladder. Could be looking to unhook the briefcase. And look at Keely. Keely Kidoshi has other plans. Gonna stop Angelica Lopez from doing anything. No wrong has been unhooked yet. Oh God! Oh Lord! Here we go! Great noise from Lopez on the ladder! This is where the chaos begins! Rachel Stone in from behind. Looking to wipe out Angelica Lopez into two injuries right across the midsection. Rachel Stone heading up the ladder now. Takemi looking to capture the briefcase in her own right. Dragging the briefcase, looking for an opportunity. One run is gone. There we go. Two runs are gone. Wait, oh, three runs. Look at Rachel go. Oh, but there it is. Oh, from out of nowhere. And Larry to the back of the head. Rachel hanging from the Money in the Bank. Watching out a minute. Down goes Rachel Stone. And the Money in the Bank contract. What the hell happened to the contract? Contract is lowered. Somebody get it. Just grab it. It's right there. You don't have to climb the ladder. It's right there. You get your head in hitting it. Nobody look at this. Is that an illusion? What the hell happened to the contract? Oh, Angelica Lopez. What a match Angelica has had so far in this Money in the Bank ladder match. I mean, it has been insanity all the way through it. Angelica has been in the middle of it, dictating a lot of it too. Angelica, oh, right down by Keely. Angelica back up. Going right after Kidoshi again. Uh-oh. Keely's caught. Angel Buster on the ladder. Shannon Rose helping out a little bit there too. Shannon though, over the top rope to the outside. Rachel Stone, DDT! Wiping out Carly Sam. Shannon now trying to climb the ladder. The contract's down there, guys. It's not up there anymore. How has nobody noticed? You can just go grab the car. Is that even legal? Down goes Rachel Stone. Oh, it's teleported! Okay, come on! 4 runs! 1 left to go! Shannon Rose looking to win the Money in the Bank contract, but people are there to stop her. It's Keely Kidoshi. Right to the back of the legs. Shannon had the opportunity to become Miss Money in the Bank, almost had it, but it was stopped by everybody else getting involved. Angelica Lopez here. Oh! Deonti's from behind on Rachel Stone. Look at Keely. Butterfly. Cutter! On the corner of the ladder. Angelica has been destroyed. And Keely's going again. Oh no! Dragon Slayer! Dragon Slayer to Angelica Lopez. Now let him put her out for good. Trying to get back involved in the offense. Rachel Stone sending Carly Sam to the outside of the ring. Keely from out of nowhere. A dropkick to the spine. Kendo stick in hand, 1 run left. Whoever unhooks the last rung will become Miss Money in the Bank. Here, TakeOver Bad Blood. Deonti off the rope, trying to counter Keely with the shoulder block, knife and foot. Deonti able to counter over the clothesline, jumping through. Deonti Carter with Keely Kidoshi on her feet again. Deonti and Shannon gonna do some teamwork here. Up and down. Face first on the mat. Oh, look at Rachel again, though. Rachel spoiling Shannon Rose once more. To the outside. Look at that. Keely's down on the ladder. Watch out, guys. You don't want to be on that ladder. Over the top, rope to the outside. Oh, Rachel's in behind with the kick lift. Carly Sam said no. Carly with momentum. Oh, wiping out Rachel Stone with the clothesline. Angelica a little bit caught with another cut as well. Keely's throwing that ladder over there. Did you see that? Oh, but she's able to get out of it. Nobody was able to capitalize on that. Good thing for Keely. She would have been crushed through a ladder. I don't think that's very ideal to grab me. Oh, damn, she's wiped out Tony Sam. She's working over the outside, drop kick to Stone. A hard-hitting matchup. Everybody is desperate to become first ever Velocity winners with Money in the Bank. And look at Jayante hooked on the top rope. What the hell is Jayante thinking? Wait, oh, Jayante! Oh! Stargate to the top! Crash mark in the corner! Jayante was waiting for Angelica Lopez to walk around. She wanted to wipe out Angelica. A targeted attack. A Stargate from the top. Good Lord, man. Jayante with the kendo stick in his hand. Blazing out Rachel Stone now with the kendo stick. Shannon Rose and Carly back from behind. Crash mark into Jayante. Shannon Rose doing great work in this Money in the Bank ladder. Angelica back in the room, he wiped out immediately again. Shannon Rose wiping out everybody with the ladder. Look at Shannon. The only person left standing with that ladder in hand. Oh my God! Everybody! Jayante did a bad way shoulder block. No, Jayante able to counter. Shannon looking for a discus elbow. Jayante said no. Back and forth the elbow. But look at Keely! Keely trying to climb the ladder and win the briefcase! Shannon Rose sees this, so Shannon climbing to the top. Keely trying to counter Angelica. And Jayante going at it down there. Keely, Kadoshi, and Shannon. Over and over to strike. Shannon knocking off Keely Kadoshi. Jayante climbing to the top of the ladder now. Jayante corner. Oh no! Neckbreaker off the top. Shannon Rose is wiped out. Angelica and Keely now climb out the ladder. What now from the top? Keely able to counter this time. Uh-oh. Oh my God, again. Angelica did this earlier. White noise again. Carly Sam, though, trying to climb the ladder in her own right. Angelica Lopez going to follow shortly after. Carly Sam looking to move the briefcase. Angelica going to stop her. Carly Sam going to get her move into Chime. No! What a match! Came in to Keely from behind. Carly Sam out of nowhere. Broken spirit. Carly climbing the ladder. Looking to win the briefcase. Keely Kadoshi though. Somehow back to her feet. Looking to stop Carly Sam from winning it all. Slamming her head on the ladder. Kick it away. On Carly Sam. Over and over. Down goes Sam. Angelica from behind now. Stopping Keely. And down goes Kadoshi. Shannon into the outside of the ring. Rachel with stairs in the ring now. What a match, man. I can't even. Angelica climbing the ladder. Rachel Stone sees it. Rachel Stone will follow after. Angelica and Rachel now at the top of the ladder. The momentum continues for the both of them. Right hand. Oh my God. Pummeling Stone. And she falls right under the steel pin. Keely. Oh my God. Carly Sam. Off the springboard and drop kick, wiping up the ladder from underneath Angelica Lopez. Lopez, springboard drop kick of her own to Carly Sam. From behind now, Shannon Rose out of nowhere. 1-0. Got her again at 2-0. Onto the ladder twice in a row. Shannon Rose, 3-0. All on the ladder. Boom! Double team for Carly and Rachel on the Keely Kadoshi. Oh, Shannon Rose out of nowhere. Wiping out everybody with the ladder again. Keely sent onto the ladder bridge on the outside of the ring. Oh, crash market to Angelica Lopez. Shannon Rose now trying to climb up the ladder and win this briefcase. Is anybody going to be able to stop it? Rachel Stone is going to go up to contest it. Shannon Rose trying to capture the briefcase. Rachel and Jayante and Carly all trying to stop her. Rachel Stone doing the dirty deed with herself. Everybody flying off the ladder. Money in the Bank ladder matches, man. This is why I love them. Stakes are high and insanity happens all around around the ring. Rachel Stone looking to capture the briefcase. The Carly stand climbing up the ladder to stop it. Rachel trying anyway. Carly Sand sees the able to get her with the right hand. Everybody back in the ring all of a sudden. Oh, down goes Rachel Stone. Who the hell is going to walk out with the briefcase at this point? Never ending a folding column one from Angelica Lopez. Deontay Carter now climbing to the top. Rachel Stone stopping her right there in her track. Deontay going right back. Deontay Carter looking to win it for the family. Down goes Rachel. Keeling's there too to stop it. Everybody at every time is trying to put this to an end. And Angelica Lopez stops it all. Good God, man. Wonder One has been missing for so long now. Nobody has been able to get the last one. People have come so close, yet so far at the same exact time. Deontay Carter and Angelica Lopez trying to go out at Rachel Stone. I don't know where they're stopping this up. Rachel Stone, oh, throwing Deontay over the top to the outside. Rachel and Shannon going at it. Cave in, Angelica Lopez. Oh, steel chair to the top of the head. Now ground and pound on Rachel. Oh, excuse me, Shannon with the chair. Oh, Kaylee got another one from behind. She's getting right back into it. Oh, over the top, Rachel Lopez out of nowhere. Shannon Rose stopping us going any further. Going after Rachel Stone as well. Deontay back in the ring at the same exact time. So is Carly Sand with another finger. Took a new one. Right to the spine of Deontay. Going after her stronger than usual. Rachel Stone running on breaker. Able to connect on the Carly Sand. And now, insult to injury. On the top of the ladder, Shannon Rose all alone. Shannon Rose all alone. And there was a point of stop it, but no, sir! Redemption for earlier in the night. It still has a happy ending for one competitor. Shannon Rose into his first ever Velocity Miss Money in the Bank.
Here is your winner and Miss Money in the Bank, Shannon Rose.
Crash Marcus dished out to everybody. Performance of a lifetime from Shannon Rose. With a dollar bill as well. She's not only Miss Money in the Bank, she had a $1 bill in her back pocket. Does she even have pocket? What is she doing to Keeley? Oh! She took the $1 bill in her mouth! Well, congratulations to the new Miss Money in the Bank! Well, ladies and gentlemen, our main event of the evening, of the night, whatever time it is Matthew Cage, Ian Yo, winner take all for the TakeOver and Intercontinental Championship. Oh, I am not ready for this at all. There's no part of me, no bone, no muscle, no nothing of me
The
that's ready
following
to see the
champion
result of
versus
this
champion
match.
contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Men's and Intercontinental Championships. Introducing the champion from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 193 pounds. He is the Men's Champion, Matthew Case.
Matthew Cage, the Velocity TakeOver champion. He won the championship at TakeOver Rebellion versus Ace. And oh my God, what a match it was. Defying all the odds at the end. Defying Insanity BF as usual. But we've got to go against the head honcho now. The TakeOver champion versus the Intercontinental champion. The leader of Insanity. One of the most dominant men in PCW history. Ian Yo making his way down to the ring. Could we see the end to a long reign?
From Bad Street, Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 239 pounds, Ian!
Ian has held this championship for 294 days. He is so close to the 300-day mark. One of the first people, I believe the first person in history to reach the 300-day mark. If I'm not wrong about that, I'm looking through the stats right now. I believe if he wins the championship here tonight, he has a very high chance of being the first man on the main roster, first anybody on the main roster to reach a 300-day championship reign, and I am absolutely correct. That is almost unheard of. It is straight up unheard of, and he's getting close to being 300 days unpinned as well. 294 days unpinned at the same exact time. Look at that sight. Both titles on the line. Only one person can walk out still the champion. Will the reign continue to 300 days with Ian, or will it end right here, right now? Matthew Cage knows he's got to do absolutely everything he can! Starting off quick, he knows that if he slows down, Ian Yo has a chance to recover and win this championship. Matthew Cage has a strength bar trying to land a low stone. Quick start to this match. This is exactly what you have to expect going into this thing. Aggression, passion. They both want to walk out, still holding the titles and their own legacy high above their head. Matthew, of course, winning the championship again against Ace, a member of Insanity, the only member of Insanity currently that doesn't have a championship around their waist. Ian got himself this match, challenged Matthew Cage to this title match. Champion versus champion, putting all the stakes on the line because he's clearly confident in his ability to be able to win this championship. Ian back in the ring with Matthew, going strong back down, rolling elbow, no, little kick now, going back again, close out over the top, once more, Matthew Cage, heading up to the top, jumping on the Ian, landing a missile drop kick as he bounces into the barricade. Matthew Cage, trying to put on the performance of a lifetime. He had beaten Ian one time before, but it was not a clean pinfall win. This was back in the World Tournament as well. Matthew with Ian back up. Ian gonna deny that and put him right back down. Powerbomb attack. Absolutely crushed the dream. Ian goes for a powerbomb to his own. Not a good place to be. Oh my God! Running powerbomb, sitting out right against the barricade. Ian putting the aggression on so early in the match. On the outside of the ring, the Cobra clutch side slam for Ian Yo, the Intercontinental Champion. This is exactly what you have to expect for this kind of matchup, man. We know they have some animosity moving towards each other in terms of history and in terms of what happened with Ace back at TakeOver Rebellion. Ian in the ring, looking for the clothesline, Matthew Cage avoids it from behind, tilt a roll, arm drag rolls through, Ian caught, Matthew with the moonsault kick on the second, right into the corner, rocks him with the clothesline, off the rope now, continuing with momentum, drop kick was not able to hit Ian, using his own opportunity and chop, Matthew turns it right back around, Cage with Ian, up, sleepwave, rolls through, drop kick to the side of the head. Strong start with the moonsault, no, Matthew Cage completely denied of an out opportunity. Ian runs through, Matthew going again, look at him go, moonsault kick in a corner, another one, he bounces back out, Ian getting caught back and forth with the moonsault kick, Matthew Cage, let it fly! Cage doing absolutely everything he can, trying to keep the pressure up, oh! Sky-high attempt was knocked away by Ian. Ian up from behind, looking for the last breath. It was countered by Matthew Cage, though. Matthew looking for Cloud 9. Clothesline from Ian as he countered from back the other way. Both of them trying to get the early advantage in this match, as you probably should expect. They both are desperate to keep this reign going. Matthew just started. Is it going to end so soon? Ian has been going on for such a long time. Is it going to end right before 300 days? Nobody knows. The whole point of this match is to find out. Is Insanity truly control of their own end? Double moonsault kick. Ian refuses to fall. Third time's the charm. Ian this time. Counter with an exploder. Launching him over his shoulders. Almost off the rope. From behind Matthew. Back elbows to counter regardless. Matthew Cage. And into the no. Oh, the step off hit that. Gary. Matthew back up with one of his own. back and forth, as you have to expect. None of them will ever think about giving up. Not a chance in the world. Leg drop guillotine on the broad shooting star off the springboard. Matthew's going to do whatever he can to prove to the world that he's worthy of the championship. Some people think he won it in controversial fashion, which could be true or not true, but he wants to prove it here that he deserves to be the champion. Tilt-a world best never. Cage leaping over the rope, and now heading to the top, going sky high. No! Again, not able to connect. Ian had it scouted. Face breaker from Yo. From behind, half and half. Suplex. Matthew goes face first into the floor. Ian continues it on. Over and over, battering the TakeOver champion, the Intercontinental champion, getting called back the other way. The TakeOver champion back. It's crazy saying champion versus champion. We rarely ever get champion versus champion matchup. It's extremely rare. In GCW, we only have very few occasions where that has happened. Waiting for both championships. Oh! Elbow, no. Matthew was able to counter. And the block is going to make that to Ian. Falling to the mat again. Standing shooting star, athletic as always, Matthew Cage. Better than ever from behind. Grabbing Ian. He doesn't have it half of his own. Proving that he is on the same level as Ian. He can do the same thing Ian can. The drop kick to the side was not able to connect Ian. Rolled out of the way, had it scouted. Oh! Jumping knee to the jaw of Matthew Cage. Dropping the elbow as well, twice in a row. Matthew getting pummeled with elbow drops over and over again by Ian. On the other side now, dropping the knee. Ian is doing absolutely everything to the midsection of Matthew Cage, targeting the core, where all his bodily movements start from full Nelson Bulldog from the Intercontinental Champion. Matthew Cage in deep, deep trouble, going against the best velocity male star of all time. Going right back to Matthew Cage, not looking to give up hope of any kind. Cloud 9 attempts, Ian turns it around, and they're hurting. Covered by the Intercontinental Champion for the win. Not enough yet. It's gonna be a lot of that. It's gonna take a lot more on both ends. Matthew kicks up, trying to lock off the top. Ian able to avoid it. Ian wants to mental kick from Cage, right back the other way. Against the close line over the top. Ian tumbling to the outside. Matthew Cage has it scouted. Matthew Cage is ready to fly. Going airborne over the skies. Cage wiping out the Intercontinental Champion again. Surviving one end and hurting. You cannot keep taking him though. There's always a limit. Cross back to the spine. Ian placed that to his feet. Matthew in the corner now. Cage with some plan. Forearm in the corner, setting him up for the shotgun knee. Right into the corner, cheated down Cage. Keeping the momentum going as fast as it possibly can. Top rope, Matthew Cage. Die high again. 3 times in a row, it can't connect. Every time Matthew tries to hit a finishing move, never seems to connect. Ian constantly able to avoid harm's way, looking for last breath again. Matthew Cage able to avoid it this time. This time, no, the Cage connected. Top 9! He won it that time! Cover by Matthew Cage! No! Very, very close. One finisher each had been hit. Dead even again. Top rope moonsault, Ian able to avoid harm's way. Going right back. Staring Matthew Cage down, fired up in the corner. Ian runs through Matthew, able to roll him up. A victory roll. Cover. Or he hits the Intercontinental Champion, almost had him. Count of 2 with the roll back. Ian able to roll it back into his own advantage. Matthew able to roll it back instead. Back into a jackknife. Kick out by Ian. Back into another one. They continue going back and forth kick out. Ian the run for, he's gonna do one of his own. Goldberg roll up for the Intercontinental Champion. Count of 2. Almost had him again. Cage living on top of him. Matthew can steal. Oh! Almost had him. Ian rolling him around. No! Back fly cover! Oh! Kick out at 2 again. Runs through Matthew, turns it around. No! Ian the counter. Matthew going back the other way too. Back and forth. Center of the ring. Dead even. You can see how badly both of them want to continue this reign. Both of them want to have the spotlight. Ian wants to take down one of his biggest challenges yet. He wants to prove to everybody that he is the man that he always says he is. Matthew, on the other hand, wants to prove that he is worthy of this championship. He is worthy of being called a main event star. One of the men that take down insanity. Matthew in the corner, starting out Ian in every which way. Back in the corner we go. Matthew a chop this time. Ian able to block it back the other way. Ian, whoa, looking for the right hand out of the corner. Matthew a moonsault kick. Right to the chest. Another one this time. Ian able to stop it. Land the shot straight to the midsection. Stumble on the ankle. Now Ian over and over. Stopping up Matthew. This time able to counter with the other legs. Okay, springboard. Tornado DDT. Forehead into the floor. Cage off the rope, drop kick trying to keep Ian down, trying to keep his momentum going. Matthew a drop kick to the spine as well. Ian, where is he rolling? Back into the corner. Nothing less pace for you to do. We see what Matthew can do. Moonsault kick. Matthew Cage coming off the rope again. Oh, Ian! Counters! Beautiful out of it. A slam of sorts. Turns it back around. Aiden Harley to Matthew. Once more Ian. Goes back, counter by Cage again. Every single time, other than one each, they've been able to hit their finishes. With the rest of them, they counter at the last possible second. They are dead on the line here. They are playing with their food. Ian, knee right to the arm, slowing down the pace, much needed. It's one hell of a match this has been so far. Ian, he may have thrown it down, but it doesn't get any less brutal. A powerbomb from that position. Now stomping on the legs again. Smart from Ian. Matthew uses his legs for the majority of his offense. Very smart to try and wind that down. Oh! Kick to the spine as well, spinning out and punishing Matthew Cage. Now going right back to the spine. Ian, one of the more technical wrestlers. The best ones of our era. Knee drop going to the midsection again. One of the targets of the whole match for Ian. Matthew this time able to avoid it. And it's that Gary stepping up, taking him out. Cage from behind. Oh, trying to go back suplex. Ian able to break out of it this time. Young from behind. Grabbing Matthew Cage. Half and half. Suplex connects again. Ian back on the offense. Knee strike didn't hit that time. No, Matthew knows his mistake. Man, the clothesline down to the floor. Cage. What the hell? Oh! What the hell? Matthew! Springboard again! Look at Cage go! Ian fighting off of instinct almost! Brutality from all sorts of ways! Tornado DDT, crossbodies, moonsaults. Matthew can do it all, and they all seem to be hitting. Into the corner, Matthew Cage. Putting him on the top rope, here we go. Cage looking to go high risk, high reward. Something that I can't blame him for. Something that he needs to do right here, right now in this match. Cage! Man, it's fly! Targeting the ribs. Ian has been targeting the midsection all match. You can see Matthew clutching his ribs, but he's gonna do it anyway. He's gonna sacrifice his ribs, but no! Ian again, moving out of the way. Matthew taking a receiving end of a brutal beating to the midsection, both the spine and the ribs. Ian from behind another lariat, wiping him out from behind, the back of the neck. Ian once more with Matthew over and over. Northern lariat to the skull. Ian this time looking for maybe a last breath. Matthew just in time. Over to the right back to the right. Ian back up. Oh, what did it go? Matthew back up. What did it go? Right back. Ian back up too. Another one. Ian and Matthew keep getting up, but it's not benefiting anybody but Ian right now. And the heartache. counter! Matthew Cage in trouble! Up and down, left press connect! One hell of a ride! The TakeOver champion on the line! Kick out! What is it gonna take to put this man down? Ian, from behind now, Matthew able to counter! Third time, was able to do it for a sell! Well done! But he's not done! Matthew is nowhere near done! Cage! Once more! Well done again! Heading to the very, very top! Sky high! Connected on the Intercontinental Champion! Covered over the title! No one can out! What could you even possibly do at this point? Exactly what you have to expect from a main event match like this. Cage flying through. Ian makes him pay by falling to the floor, and Ian will immediately punish Matthew McCarran at the announce table. The Cage from behind. Matthew gotta be so hurt from everything he's been through in this matchup, but he still refuses to let this go. He still refuses to just bow down to Ian. Oh, but Ian's gonna make him do it. He's gonna force him from behind. Cobra clutch side slam on the outside of the ring. My throat and head are ringing right now. They are in so much pain. The whole show has been breathtaking. Cage able to avoid the announce table spot. Leading until the world best ever. Cage resetting the count. Those men still on the outside where everything is hurting even more. Cage positioning Ian right on top of the announce table, a right hand to try and keep him in place. Where is Cage going? What could you be thinking from this height? From this distance? Oh no! Trying to remove himself through the announce table! But Ian able to move out of the way just in time! Matthew pays for it dearly! Oh no! Cage could have just knocked himself out from that! Ian from behind looking for the end of heartache somehow! Matthew Cage able to fight back! Still in this match! Poison Rana right into the floor! Matthew sees Ian in the corner. Purge will capitalize in his own right. Jamming to the back of the neck. Cage and Ian tearing the house down in the main event of Bad Blood. Nothing but, I don't even need to describe this for you. You see what you're watching. It doesn't require a description. Matthew sending Ian flying across the ring. Heading up high now. Cage from this distance? What is he thinking from the top rope? Take it and head no at Ian. What the hell does that mean? What does Matthew have played? What the hell? Oh, wait, no, whatever it was, he caught. Oh! He caught it a real bad way! Matthew pays dearly for trying that on Ian. Baseball fly from the Intercontinental Champion. Going again. Flying over the top. Wipe it out, Cage. Outside of the ring, looks like a war zone. A destroyed announce table. Two men fighting for more than this championship. Fighting for their own careers at this point. This match can make or break where your career trajectory will go. Matthew took. It took Matthew almost 3 years to get to where he is now. Then it all come crashing down here. Full Nelson throws off from the Intercontinental Champion. Ian posted in the corner, staring down an almost lifeless Matthew Cage. From behind, grabbing him for the last thread. Matthew still able to counter. Shows us how. Comes to a moonsault kick, nearly into the corner. Ian continuing on, getting caught by these kicks. Uh-oh. But here comes the shotgun knee! Over and over! Doing everything! Alley-oop! Powerbomb Matthew to the top rope! But Ian's gonna jump up! What the hell? Look at Ian! Leaping to the top! And the party at the top rope! Government into the Momentum Champion! No! Can you believe? This match still continues! And unsure of what to do. Back out will Matthew able to counter. This should not be continuing, but it is. Ian and Matthew giving it their all. Picking up a gear every single time they put their bodies on the line. Matthew off the rope, goes under. Oh! Never kick to Matthew! Ian caught him! Or whatever he was trying to do, Cage! Still going though! And I don't understand how! Striking down a slugfest! These two over and over! Off the rope with the... Oh my God! Ian turns them inside out! We're behind now! From a side slam! Whatever it takes, Ian will meet those requirements. That's what he's done the whole time he's been champion. Even before he's been champion. And it rise to going after the Black Man until that title so low. And goes Matthew out of nowhere, able to fight back and go right! Oh! Death Valley driver! Ian rolling to the outside of the ring. Matthew goes, this is his wheelhouse. This is what he's linked to do. He's on the side! To the outside of the ring! From the very top! Ian has been squashed! Matthew cares for the insurance marker! Look at the club now! Look at Ian! The counter! Last breath! But Ian is down! Ian has no energy to cover! Absolutely none left! Matthew barely getting back to his feet! But he's still challenging the Intercontinental Champion right to his face! Right hand for Cage! Right hand and a chop! Another one from Ian! Matthew gonna go right now to the top of the bone! Ian fighting back! Matthew gonna do one of his own! Back elbow, let's go! Ian a right! Matthew a right and a left! The back and forth! What is it gonna take? Cage! Fighting right back across right! Cage! Going wild on Ian now! Against the rope we go! Cage! Right across the skull of the Intercontinental Champion! Draw kick to the midsection. Matthew a shooting star from a standing position. How he can even still do that after the things he's been through is beyond me. Take him back down the right into the corner. Matthew a chop. Cage again. Setting up like he always has to. Oh! Just the knee! Cage looking to take the initiative once more, but Ian wisely rolling out of the ring. Matthew again. A smart move from Ian to avoid whatever Matthew was going to try to do. Most likely a sky high, almost definitely a super high. A knee from Cage on the outside. Ian buying himself some time. Buying himself some recovery time. On the outside. Oh, ready to the barricade we go. Ian and Matthew running leg swing right into the barricade. Ian throwing it down on the outside, looking to just do as much damage on the outside as possible, specifically targeting the spine of Matthew on those barricades. And those barricades are not soft, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, into the ring post too. Ian back in the ring and right back out, resetting the count here against Matthew Cage. Ian trying to carry position. Oh, hold on! His back gate out! Ian back gate out! Matthew Cage gonna capitalize on it! Ian gate out! Matthew beat him so bad, Ian! He barely carry Cage anymore! Matthew, the moonsault repeatedly into the barricade! Can't go out, DDT! Cage back to the top. Ian back to his feet though! Caught him! Caught him! Running powerbomb! Right against the barricade! It all comes crashing down for the TakeOver champion Matthew Cage. Ian with the right, and finally back into the ring we go. Ian slowly able to get back in, an elbow for good measure. Nearing the end of a war in this main event at TakeOver Bad Blood. Matthew though, refusing to die. Ian, a one-two kick! Push down outside! Oh, God, from Ian! Matthew back up! Can't go out! Stealing each other's finishers! Stealing the show at the same time! Cage sky high! Covered by Matthew Cage! For the title! Oh my God! No, no, no! You can't keep going! You can't! Ian sweeps the leg! Oh my God, no! No, 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 no! No, 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 not like this! Not like this! No! Ian never has the resource in it! Not like this! It's gonna go down, man! Not like this! Ian from behind! Last breath! Rolls them over! For the cover! What a finish! Got a two! Oh my God! Matthew Cage! Can you believe what you just saw? Ian! Matthew got him in clothesline! Taking down Yo! Rocking the Intercontinental Champion! Wiping him out with absolutely everything he can! Cage! Don't go out! Matthew has it all in his sight! The dream can come true! Miracles can happen! Sky high from Matthew Cage! Come! What? What's that person? What? What the hell's going on? Why is he attacking Cage? No! The Velocity Champion! Ian broke his arm months ago! Why is he helping Ian? He broke his damn arm! Why are you helping him? Matthew and Ian! It's going out of proportion! No! Max Martin returns! But why did he help Ian? It nothing makes sense! Last drop! And then the heartache! Not like this, for the love of God! And the heartache again! Ian dragging Cage away from the rope! Cover! For both championships won! Not like this, damn it! No! No! Nothing makes sense! The whole point of this was for Matt Martin to come back and screw Ian! For breaking his damn arm!
Ian!
Why did Max Martin just help him win? I don't get it! Ian has just won both the Intercontinental and the TakeOver Championship! Ace's title now AEW title is in the hands of Ian. He's gonna reach 300. Max Martin, what the hell? He's back, but why? Keep rising between Ian and Ace, but they all still have the same goal in mind regardless. And Butch clearly still with his sights on the thing he never got his opportunity for. But now he's got to go through Ian.